Yes, I've been forgetting to record, but yes, the session will be recorded and is being posted online. So no, not many people watches anyway, so doesn't matter. I just wanted to let something. Just
Okay, no pressure there.
Yes. Yeah. So Wiggle went offline. Oh no. Well, probably give him 3 more minutes. But yes, I guess I could do my introduction since for everyone else's introduction we would wait until the Wigglebud gets here. Well, you can call me Noni. I am going to be DMing you for Monday session. Ooh. And I do DM on the Wednesday as well, and Friday and Saturday I play as a player or DM. Depends on how the thing works out. Yeah. And usually for my campaigns, if you look at the maps, the arts, I generally pay lesser attention to the art related stuff. I usually try to focus on the stories or what is in the thing. And I noticed that if I do very solid maps with the arts and whatnot, it is very hard to come up with a map on spot if the player wants to do something that is not planned. By preparing art, I noticed that I would be railroading the people more, so I decided not abandon that practice. And right now, you only see the squares and the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and whatever. And even the NPC, I noticed that it's if I have a prepared NPC and not prepared NPC, then you guys will know which one is prepared and which one isn't. So I decided to use all the same tokens for all of them. But yeah, no artwork for me. So with that, there will be lesser art, but most of the Theater of the Minds, and even some combats. If I don't draw maps, we may even go ahead and do in that style. But yeah, in the meantime, is there any questions that you have for the homebrew materials or any of the starting thing you're setting up? Got yourself up to level 4?
Not really. I mean, I did saw the argument, and I saw this karma. Like, is there a new stat that is karma?
That's my homebrew thing. Sorry, it's pretty complicated in one way for people who've never seen it before. So each of the augments has the karma modifier, +1 or -1 or +3, -3, something like that. So everyone, let's say, just default starts up with 0 karma, and depends on the augments that you pick, it goes up or down, and depends on for a character to be playable, you should have the karmas to be resting at 0, so that if you pick a good augment, then you should also pick a bad augment to balance it out. So originally the idea is that it allows you to do more customization. For example, let's say I want to play a character that is blind. Let's say I want to play a blind monk, but I don't want to blind my character for no reason and gain no benefit in response. Then I say that, well, you could take the blind augment, which is -2, and you can take the positive augment +2, the one that gives you blind sight, so that you can kind of play with the blind character, stuff like that, and it seems to be working out that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to use it, I would love people to use it because it's my home.
Maybe later on. Let me try to get used to it. Hopefully my character will not die.
Yeah.
By first session.
Oh no. Generally, I discourage killing players on the earlier side, so hopefully not.
Discourage, huh? Okay.
But usually when I do more of a story-based session, so generally I really hate to kill up a character for non-semantic purpose. And if they were to die in combat or whatnot, generally what I do is I give a player choice. Do you want to still play the character? And if they say yes, usually I give some sort of reason why the character is alive, along with some permanent setback. So for example, another player, hey, he's back! Welcome, Ignis. Well, good to have you. We'll give you some time to set up, and then we'll do the character introduction. But yeah, to wrap up what I was saying, that let's say there was a character who was a wild sorcerer, and she teleported away from the vampires that were chasing her, and her wild magic activated, which was cast a fireball on herself, which killed her. So I said that, well, do you want to continue the character or not? And she said yes. So I came up with multiple different methods on some permanent thing. So that, for example, her skin will always have like a glow where it's like a volcano type of thing, or she's like spewing smoke always, or she does it. That type of
that's kind of funny.
Yeah, and with that, some mechanics that comes with it as well. So, for example, if she were to give like a public speech, she would always be copying smoke in the middle, which should give her like the disadvantage on persuasions or minuses on roll. Stuff like that. So at the moment there are a lot of orcas around. So if you're eaten by orca, maybe you will get something.
There goes our rations, guys. There goes
more whales.
Yeah.
Valen always knew that no good could come of boats. I'm sorry I was here to not talk people out of boats in general.
But yes, there was option to get a really big boat that will cost some golds, and they decided to go to a small fisher and get him a boat. And then I rolled for the party, and they rolled 1. So I was like, well, the weather is not going
there
to
we go.
Yeah, we were kind of screwed there.
Yeah.
No good could come of boat travel at all.
But yes, Ignis is setting up. Can you hear us? And is your mic okay at the moment?
Yeah, it should be fine.
All right.
Hey.
Woo! We have everyone here. Although I expected to have 7
Almost.
people, we have -2, which is expected. Oh no! It seems like having everyone in this party when there's a lot of people is a pretty hard thing to do. But yes, everyone have life. So we were gonna start the campaign.
I've just been out of work for a couple of weeks, and I started up last week, and I work midnights, so I thought Tuesday was Monday, and I just, I didn't know at all that it was time for D&D. I just missed it entirely.
People have lives, and last week was Labor Day too, so Labor Day many people got off and stuff like that. So
that's why I got messed up.
For let's start with the character introduction, then we're gonna do a little bit of flashback about how you guys joined the party in town for 2 of you who are currently here. Unless if there's any other ways that you prefer to join other than the way that I thought you guys would join, you can tell me and then we can probably talk about it. But why don't we start off with our newest player, Sam? Can you introduce a little bit about yourself and your characters?
Right. So my name is Sam, as you guys know, and I'm 28, and I live in East Coast of Virginia. So it's a hurricane is coming, so we're
Watch out
ready for that.
West Virginia, Fallout 4.
What? Yeah. And my character is gonna be half elf. I mean, no, not half. Food elf, and it's gonna be monk.
Nice.
And I'm playing open hand.
Yes, more elves. As you have seen from the last time, we have a lot of elves and racism. Although
I saw the chat.
And he's very much racist.
But yeah, you're
Lord,
an elf,
see.
so you'll have elf supremacy. So everything.
Yeah, there we go.
Elf privilege. Yes.
The superior race.
Yes.
It's not racism if you're racist superior.
Yeah, Valen's needed a pure-blooded friend.
Well, yeah, that's Sam and Ignis. Why don't you introduce yourself to some people who you didn't meet last week? And yeah.
Right, so my actual name is Nathan. I don't know if anybody knew that. My character's name is Ignis. He's a fire genasi barbarian and wields a warhammer, kind of a badass. I'm from Michigan, so I don't have a hurricane, fortunately, so there's that.
There's hurricanes. Damn.
We don't have hurricanes, but we do have like 8 months of winter.
Yeah, no, I was about to say you guys have like such a big
The
snowstorm.
Midwest, I feel you.
But yeah, that's about it. Ignis, are we looking for like a personal introduction or a character introduction?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Yeah, so Ignis is he's a soldier, barbarian, just kind of wanders around and goes where the fighting is, and just likes crushing skulls.
All
There
right.
we go.
You gotta admire that kind of simplicity in a man.
Yeah.
Your alignment is not evil, is it?
No, it's chaotic neutral.
Yes.
okay.
Also, forgot to say one thing. Good point about alignments. We tend to keep the alignments to be good size unless everyone agrees that we want to play evil campaign suddenly. In that case, I'll prepare an evil campaign. But in the meantime, I'll assume that you
Oh
guys
yeah,
are
I
good.
definitely want to play the evil next go around. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. I mean, your character is already racist, so there we go.
Oh no, my next character is going to be entirely not racist. He's going to hate everyone equally. Like,
And for the
Hate everyone
definition.
equally.
Or the definition of evil, in one way or the other, is that in my campaign, because everyone have a different definition of good and evil. In my campaign, the definition of evil is that majority of the player feels uncomfortable with the decision about something is like that is too cruel or that is kind of disgusting in one way. Or let's say you're kind of eating people. If more than half of you thinks that eating people is okay, that's probably good. But we'll see how it goes. But we'll go with that. Mine. But yes,
depends on how long you're on this island.
you're
Okay, I'm getting like so much
echoes,
back
right?
like noise every time somebody talks.
I
Yeah,
think,
you're not the only one. I'm also getting that too.
yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
Maybe I need to use the headphones.
That's honestly, it's probably me.
At the moment, for me, it sounds okay. Maybe it's, I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really getting too much of anything.
Well, that is that. But how about we introduce our third new character, Trop? Why don't you do a little bit introduce yourself and yeah, character.
So are they still on the ocean?
You guys are still on the ocean.
So during all this like whale hunting shit, you guys just start hearing like the
Oh,
gentle
wait.
screaming.
We're not starting up the campaign at the moment, but just simple introduction about your character. Actual introduction, if you want to appear them like Savior, because they are being attacked by Orca, then we'll do that when we start.
I literally just wanted him to drift in. That's what I was talking about. But no, my character is a turtle cleric, I should say, of the Tempest domain. Essentially, I'm gonna be the guy healing you guys, and Jesus Christ, that noise. And I can also do some pretty decent spells as well.
All right. Yeah, there seems to be some background noises about
Yeah.
whispering, people talking.
Yeah, that's what I hear too.
If everyone can have the push to talk on, then that would be nice for everyone's mental state. Us, we'd be very distracted by the noises and sounds. But yes.
I just turned down Wigglebutt's volume, so now it's like a lot less crazy.
I'm push to talk, so it's not me.
I have a push to talk as well.
I can't do push to talk.
I can confirm that it is not Wigglebutt at the moment. Let me see. Okay,
It's
it is.
the dude with the,
it is
with the
Ivern.
green headphones.
Oh, yeah. Ivern,
That's me.
have a push to talk, please. And but anyhow, that's that. But in the meantime, Elliot, why don't you introduce your characters to the people?
Okay. First off, can you hear me? Is my mic working?
Yes.
Okay.
That's wonderful at the moment.
That's a plus. That's always good to have my mic working. I am Elrit. I am the halfling bard. God, I forgot my class for a minute there. He is very much neutral to everything. He was mainly originally following the group just because he wanted to find heroes to write stories about. But at this point, he's kind of trying to take a more active role in the adventure itself.
All right, simple introduction.
Okay.
Very
Bard
normal
that is
to
neutral.
everything.
That's interesting. Okay.
Bard that is neutral and simple to everything. Done. Yeah. But yes.
Just kind of takes everything as it comes at him. So
Yes.
There we go.
Well, thank you for introductions, and if nothing else, next would be Ivan. Why don't you introduce your character Balin for the people?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm playing Valen Kin. He's from a Wood Elf warband. He's tribal, a dick. He generally has no. Outside of the group, he hasn't stolen from anybody in the group because he is tribal. He has no respect for other people's property. He has no qualms in stealing, but he does maintain like a sense of his own honor, code, and dignity. He's a lot more going on than what he lets on for people.
Whoo! Yes, and his character has a wipe in the town that is more racist than him, so it makes him look better compared to the wipe. But
She's much more of a traditionalist than he is. He's actually seen as rebellious.
And if you want to have any NPCs in your backgrounds to be transported into town or something like that, if you talk to me, then we can work something out as well. Anyhow, that is for everyone's introductions, and before we go into the intro sequence, for Zero, is there any preferred way that you'd like to introduce as? Any creative way? If nothing, then...
No.
Alright. Then, as planned, then we will start back from the flashback. As Elliot is at the verge of death, and all of you are regretting why have we gotten on this boat. The story goes back a few days before you guys left the town. In the town, Zero, just arriving to this new world with a new merchant group called the Blackwood, not the Blackwood, oh my goodness. Black Owl Company, which is the merchant group that transported you to this new continent and giving you some stuffs for you to start spreading the words of the peace and order to the people. And in the meantime, you were investigating, just settling down the new town. You heard weird rumors that people be talking among each other. This dwarf Mormon seems to be talking about there is some house that has people that was summoning demons, and he ran away after stealing a bunch of money from the people. And they seems to be talking about weird underground room that is painted with blood and whatnot, and sometimes you have been investigating after hearing about this demonry happening in this town. And in the meantime, you talk with the mayor, who seems to have quite a bit of concern about this whole situations. And he, with his stern voice, would guide you to set up adventures, as you see that they, at the moment, were going around and getting the boats to have the adventures going on. And Mayor tells you that probably best to go with them if you want to have that settled for the town. We would appreciate quite a bit if you put an end to the demonry.
No more. I'm on my way.
And, well, in fact, he actually follows along with you, with the cripple. Wait, they're that side. And he actually...
Oh, I almost walked past.
He brings you to the house that the rest of them are staying. The rest of the group that you were being pointed to seems to be staying in the town center, where there is a little well in the center, and as well as a little shop set up in the center of the town. And very good view on this, and it has 2 floors high. And the mayor leads you to the right in front of the house and knocks on the door. And for the rest of you who are here, probably 3 of you, how would you like to respond?
So Joe's just gonna open the door and be
Joe is currently very busy on constructing dojo on the upper sides. Actually, yeah, you're right. If you want to leave here too, that's fine. Yeah.
I figured, since this was a flashback, we just have Joe open the door and be like, "Hello." You see like a 6'4" brass dragonborn, like just looking down on you.
Oh,
How
hello.
you doing?
I started looking up. How's weather up there?
Yeah, it's a bit dry at the moment. How's the weather down there?
It's kind of murky down here, but well, my name is Jiro, and I have been guided by Mayor here, and I'm just pointing at the mayor, and
Oh,
say
the mayor
you guys have a. It seems that through my investigation, there seems to be some demonic presence around.
No, we got rid of that.
and it
We
seems-
got rid of that.
Oh,
We
okay.
got rid of that like a day ago.
He
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
we didn't
that's
tell you
good.
about that, Mr. Mayor.
he looks at you back and says that, but rest, we're working on chasing after.
Yeah, everybody else is is packing up to go chase after
Raj.
former owner of this house, Raj, I believe is his name.
Oh, okay. And do you mind if I join you? I'd love to save this town from whatever evil in this world going on.
You're gonna have to ask the other fellows. I'm actually getting ready to head down to the lumber yard, see if I could procure some wood to build my own dojo.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta
Are
do
you
a leap over.
sleeping right now?
I don't know. Hang on. Bud! Alric, get down here! We got gas!
Right as you yell that, a small crossbow bolt's going to shoot right into the door frame because Elric's been practicing with his new hand crossbow.
And deflect missiles.
But yes.
Stop yelling, you scared the shit out of me.
Valen comes down the stairs from where he's gotten set up in his room, the farthest away from the former demonic circle as elvenly possible.
It's a guy. That's the
says-
evil guy, isn't it? He's the evil. Oh, he's the evil guy.
You see
Just kidding.
a highly tattooed, like almost brown skin tone wood elf wandering down the stairs. He doesn't look at all like he belongs in any kind of a town. That's he's just, and he says, "We have guests. Hello, guests."
Hello, my name is Jiro. Nice to meet you.
Hi, you're an elf. That's good.
Well, thank you very much.
Roll
Yeah.
intelligence, by the way, for 0.
All right, here we go. Eight.
Okay. Everything seems to be normal, although this elf seems to be a little bit more wild than you remember the rest of your people were to be, but yes.
I'm just mental note.
Okay,
So I
so
heard that, yeah, I heard that you guys are venturing out. You're about to go on the boat, and I was wondering, and I was being called with the mayor here. I'm like showing, I'm still saying mayor is still there, right?
He's still there.
Okay, yeah. I was like pointing at mayor. It's like he has guided me to this household. It says I should join you guys for bring the peace. And if you don't mind, I would love to join you guys for this venture.
well, I suppose that another elf can't hurt. What time of day is it, DM?
I'd say since everyone is probably at the town, Joe is probably working. I would say it's the morning time, as you guys probably just woke up breakfast time.
I'm gonna look to the mayor and say, "And a lovely morning to you, Mr. Mayor, my favorite elected official."
And he just silently nods without saying a single word.
He knows better. Okay.
He knows better.
All right. So, what did you say your name was?
My name is Jiro.
Like the number.
No, not like a number. But it is closed though.
All right. Well, I am Valen of Kin, and Kin is Crow in Elvish, so you know that.
and the mayor.
And if
sees
you're
it-
looking forward to going on an adventure, I don't see a problem. I don't want to go on the boat, so I got voted out.
The mayor nods his head and says that, yes, boat are dangerous. Well, good luck. And he just turns around, thinking that everything is happy and good here, even though maybe things are kind of awkward between the parties. He just started walking away from all of you guys. And for the rest of the day, probably you guys have a time to coop around and maybe get some more informations and fill you in with informations. And this is time where you can utilize all the information that you have learned from. If you were to watch video, you can use any information. It won't be cheating. Probably you guys were talking to them about the previous adventures that they were having. And yeah. That was a flashback of what had happened before, and the day comes back to
Time
nowadays.
flies, guys.
Time flies quite a bit. Yeah, you, Zero, have ventured in with the rest of the group as well as the Valen. Even though you were quite opposed to it, the rest of the people, the Karak and Ellen, seemed like it was a great idea to get a fishing boat for the distance of 3 days. And after hiring a fisher, you guys went on a journey. And on the water, about the third day, you feel like about the day left in the water to get to the town. Then suddenly the weather started turning black, and the storm cloud seems to come up and fill the skies of all the black. And the light seems to be pretty hard to see, with the heavy rainstorm starts powering down, and the heavy waves of the sea seems to be engulfing the thing. And the boat...
The sea was getting rough.
Yes! And the
Just
giant...
insert the Gilligan's Island theme.
Yes, and yes, in fact, there are rocks around the things as you guys are getting closer to the destinations as well. Little rocky islands here and there. And the boat was capsized by the giant waves that hit the boat, and you guys decided that it's too late for the boat and abandoned it quite a bit. And currently, boat have sunken down into the water 40 feet deep into the thing. It's not too deep, but not too light. And there are killer whales that seems to be helping in the efforts of putting you extra misery in your lives. Before we have the full introductions for the Trop, your new character for Tall Guy, I would like to give one choice for Elliot. I know it's quite sad for your character to be dead, at least unconscious for next hour, even though you're conscious. And since the Karak, the one who was carrying you, is not here today, I'd like to give you an option to... Yeah?
Healer.
Oh, you would like to heal him!
Hey,
Great! Yes! Yes!
Once he's in, he can get me back up.
Alright, no, I say that you can bring him back alive without spending spell slots or anything else of flavor. So, as these orcas are swimming down under the water, and there is a tiny bit of people trapped below. But let's place everyone's token onto the map first, and then have an introduction for the trope. For Zero, who just have joined, place your token here, as well as a Balin.
And
In this
how
big
do
island.
I get my token out?
Simply...
Go to the journal section,
Oh,
find your
I got
character
it,
name,
I
and then
think.
just drag it onto the map.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, and Balin, place your token down there too. And Karak, he'll be there the whole time, but he'll be useless. But yes, one person haven't placed a token yet, and...
I don't see where everybody else is placed.
Not
Hey,
everyone
Mats,
else,
Mats.
but placed on this big rock. And for Trop, probably a water tire around here, if you want to.
I'm sorry, what?
Around
Point
this
again.
area near the Elid would probably be okay, but yes, right after this we'll do your character introduction.
Okay.
Alright. So Valen, token. Oh, you're placing yourself there. No. That won't do. That won't
Yeah,
do.
I
Place your
don't, I
token-
don't see where you all are. That's what I was.
Yeah,
Zoom
we're-
out
we're
and place
up.
yourself.
Move up.
Yes. Place yourself beside your nice friend Zero. Yes.
Jiro.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
Where
Scroll
are
up.
you all at? I'm trying to find you.
North from where you are.
Yep. Zoom out and scroll up.
Or as I'm now going to be
You see that
calling
thing?
him.
Yeah. And this is how the 30 minutes of the campaigns are spent. Placing
Okay.
your token.
Okay, Valen, you can zoom out to show more of the map.
I got it.
That little bar right here.
Yes.
That little bar to the right. You can
Not
use that to
there. Yes.
Yeah, you want northeast up here.
Yes. Place
I'm
yourself.
right.
near
I'm
Zero.
right up with you now on the green. There's like a
Oh, no.
yellowish green.
The green is
Square.
poison in the water.
Oh, okay.
Yes, green is a poison on the
Yeah.
water. You don't want to be touching deadly bosses.
So we are. Where is Jiro?
Yeah.
You want up here, the big gray square.
Yeah.
It's up
Zoom
here.
out a little bit more.
Yes, big. If you're on the big gray spear, you won't be attacked by orcas. If you're in the water,
So I would like to point out that green square where most of our tokens are is currently on fire. So don't go
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's it.
yes,
Gotcha.
on fire, and they're also poisonous.
Oh
All
wow.
right, I'm gonna put myself over on the square because I'm not in the water.
There you go.
All right, and why don't you do your introductions about how you appears? And for the description for what your character sees in the beginning, you would see that bunch of the orcas, the killer whales. They're notorious for capsizing ships and eating all the passengers around. And you see the few of the boats sinking, and in the water you hear the clashing battles happening. And some of the thunder clouds, maybe you notice that it's some sort of spell that seems to be generating the sounds in the water. And as you're getting close, you see that there is one guy with a blazing hair, and as well as on the surface, a halfling that is currently unconscious. You feel like it needs probably a little bit of help, and maybe suffering from some of the conditions that they get from the low temperature. You can see that the hands are kind of turning blue, and
Oh man, we gotta go save them.
As all this is happening.
But do we?
Yes. Yes.
As all this is happening, you guys just hear the light plucks of a ukulele, and you hear, and you see drifting on like a giant not like a giant raft, but like a raft, a big old turtle man wearing a straw hat, puka shells, and he's got a Hawaiian shirt and khaki shorts on. Or
So you're Master Roshi.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Except I'm an actual turtle. And I just look over at the halfling and just go, "Whoa, seems like that bro could use some help." Yo, Roshi Ox, mind helping out my little bro there? And I use Prayer of Healing. Which I'm just gonna pull up the description.
yep. As I mentioned, this one will
wait.
not cost you healing.
Yeah. Oh wait,
A spell slot.
up to 6 creatures. Okay, so how's Ignis doing? Is he full health? No.
Are we restarting, Noni, or am
Your
I
health
picking
are
up
still-
where I left off?
Everyone's
where it
picking up
was.
where you guys left off.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not doing too hot.
Well, good news for you then. Both you and Elric get 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 5.
Sweet.
So that is, I'm just gonna roll that without it. So that is
Good
2d8.
roll. Good roll.
Wait, doesn't that have like a 10-minute cast time?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
well, let's just say
No, it's flavor. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
20.
Bitchin'.
Oh wow.
Wait.
Like,
Oh, wait,
you got Elric back up to full.
No,
Almost.
that was 3d8. That was 3d8. I screwed up.
Oh.
oh no.
14.
Oh, not.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad.
good.
Not bad.
Not as
That's not
not
bad.
as good, but still okay. Sorry, guys.
After
take
getting
it.
14 health,
Hey,
sorry.
better than none. Better than none.
So yeah, Elred and Ignis, as you guys are like grappling with the orcas and starting to feel the ocean's cold embrace, all of a sudden things start to get a lot more warmer, a lot more tender, a lot more. It feels a lot more like home, almost as if the ocean is hugging you, and you feel energized once again with the ocean's blessing. And out of the corner of your eyes, you see a giant turtle descend and rush and like swimming as fast as he can to you guys to fight the orcas with you.
All right.
That's my introduction.
For Zero, I say that you get a surprise round for you. So you move one
Okay.
turn before everyone else do. Just because you're the only person who is on the water, and I want to give you some time to move around your character before orcas resurface. So
All
take
right.
your movements, and if you want to, use your actions to position yourself before the actual combat starts for
So-
Trop.
When you swim, is that like a half of your movement?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Except for me.
Yep, except for him. By the way, if you want to climb up the rock, you need to spend half of your movements for climbing up the rock.
Oh, okay.
But yes.
I see. So I'm climbing down.
No, you
I
guys
guess
are
it
no,
doesn't
you
matter.
guys are safe for the moment, so it's fine. But
Ah,
for
okay.
Zero and Elliot, everyone is probably fine. But just for
I'm fine where I'm at. I can shoot people from here.
yeah, just for Trop, your tokens, you get one turn before, and everyone roll initiative, please.
I'll just take a dodge roll, and I'll just look at the turtle man.
Fuck.
It's like, that's strange.
Hang on, I'm gonna fix that real quick.
Hey, nat
All right.
20 on initiative.
And
Nice
for
job,
initiative, do remember that you gotta click on your token and then roll initiative.
I got it the first
Yeah.
time.
Oh, Elliot is re-rolling
Nice.
initiative. I guess re-rolling initiative is fine. Yeah, sure.
Oh, shoot, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I already had. Mine was like, what?
It's fine. You got 20 on
Sure.
initiative.
All
It's
right.
good. It's all
I was
good.
gonna say I'm waking up from being unconscious, so I guess it makes sense.
Yes, but before
I'm
everyone
alive.
else take a turn, Trop, take your turn.
Okay, where are the orcas?
You're currently on the surface of the water, yeah? In
No,
there.
I said I'm swimming down. I said
Oh.
I'm swimming down to get to them.
All right.
After I finished, like praying to my god, I dived in to help them. So
Give me a second.
Was that a giant turtle man playing guitar?
Yeah.
We've
That's his
seen weirder.
introduction. Play the guitar.
it's a ukulele. It's part of the
Oh,
whole Hawaiian
sorry.
theme I'm going for.
Little guitar
That,
guy.
that one's not that cultured. Yeah, it's a tiny guitar.
In underwater, you see.
Oh no, there's another one.
The sight-wise, it'd be pretty hard for you to see. As I mentioned, it is pretty dark down here, as there's no light source exactly. So only thing that you see is those two, and number 3 is in your sight range. Number 4 is also in your sight range. Although distance-wise, let's see. Yep, both of them are the sight range. The rest of them, you do not see any yet.
All right, well, what do
Captain.
I want to use? I'm gonna I need to review my spells real quick. I'm sorry.
And I'll reroll initiative for Orca. Oz, I guess.
Oh look, I'm dead last. What a shocker.
Well, I can only punch things and stab things, so I'm not sure what I can do.
Oh, by the way,
Well, I have a dart, so I guess I can throw darts.
If you want to
No reason why-
retroactively buy some items, you would have some times in the time to shop. I say that for Zero and for Trop, it is fine for now. If you want to buy any items you can think of right now, then feel free to buy any.
Let's see how much it costs.
Yeah, the rest of the group got already a chance to buy it. Actually, for Balan too. If you want to buy something retroactively before the thing actually starts up, do go and buy stuffs.
Can't really think of anything I would want right now.
Yeah.
Aside from the ukulele. Like, that's the only thing I'll say I bought retroactively.
Alright.
But anyways, I'm going
Valen
to...
filled his skins with booze. That was it.
I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon and direct it towards number 4. So just to give you the... Oh, wait, that's an attack. I was trying to post the description of it.
Yeah. You can make an attack roll this turn too, so do so, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, 18.
Yep,
It's,
18 hits. Roll your damage with number 4.
6.
I'll put the token in for you for your special weapon.
And I'm casting at level 2. He takes 11 force damage. That's max damage for me. That's max damage right now.
I'll give you the control over the token P for representing your hammer.
Well, it's not a hammer.
Oh,
So
what does it look like?
Is a giant surfboard. Just
Giant?
giant. It's a surfboard, and it's crashing through and like spinning around to hit them.
Alright, the orca is currently 20 feet under the water, and your board will also be 20 feet under the water if you were to be attacking him. But yes, your surfboard would appear in the 20 feet under the water and slap him in the face. And deals 11 force damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I do not believe I have anything I could do as a bonus action.
Yeah, you can move in your turn.
Yeah, I could move, so I'm just gonna 30 feet of movement to number 3.
Alright.
Actually, I'll just take 15 feet and like swim over here. Because I believe that will put me just in the right position I need.
Alrighty. Next turn would be Ellet. As you're feeling the warmth surging in this middle of the storm, what do you like to do? You feel...
So, yeah, I get that sudden healing, and he just wakes up with a... fucking fish! Ah! So I'm gonna stand up, ready my crossbow, and I'm gonna hold my action. As soon as one of these things comes up to the surface where I can see it, I'm gonna fire at it.
Alright, you prepared your actions for your crossbow, and Zero!
Yep.
What do you like to do?
So I'm gonna go on the edge of the rock, and I'm gonna take out my ration,
Oh!
and I'm gonna try to lure it.
Alright. How much of the rations would you like to use? These orcas are pretty damn
Since I
big.
have only 10, I'm gonna have just maybe 2 rations, and then just kind of dip in the water and just wave it.
Okay, I'll set the DC, depends on orcas who resist your thing. Depends on how much you've drawn in. And I'll roll the rolls for those rations in the orca's turn, which is right now! Woo! Number 4. Smells the smell of those dried meat that he had tasted before in the water. And he, however, feels that it's kind of tiny, as generally orcas feast on the people size and rations are what people eat is. And he sees that there is a giant turtle in the water at the moment, and he swims. That makes his attack roll.
Alright.
No, there are
tried.
more orcas. There are more orcas. I'm gonna roll for them too. Number 2 makes it. This one actually fails. Number 3 will dash to the locations and is going to be feasting up. And you see the giant orca right in front of you just surges up and then feasting on the rations that you're drawn there.
Right where I want them.
Alright, number 3 is currently at the surface, and Elliot, make your prepared attack with your crossbow.
Okay, so hand crossbow, 21.
21 hits. 5 damage is being dealt to the...
Now, can I use my Bardic Inspiration to do Psychic Blades on that attack, or would I have to wait until my turn to use one of those?
Does it need bonus action to do so or something?
It just uses up a Bardic Inspiration. It doesn't say it has to be. It doesn't say it has to be a bonus action.
At the moment, you do not have Bardic Inspiration though, right?
I should have one left. Oh wait, that's right. You were letting me use them as a bonus action last turn. So yeah, I'd be out.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
Forgot about
Number 2 more orcas.
How many fucking orcas are there?
4.
A
Well,
lot.
they swim in groups.
4 that you can at least recognize at the moment. But oh, who knows? I'm having trouble selecting them. There we go. Would charge. They want to be on movement speed left to attack after they move that far though. Oh, they are all underwater at the moment. And yeah, they can't fit there to attack all at the same time. only. Actually, no. This area is still underwater. You would be able to fit like that. 3 orcas will make an attack roll against you.
Beep.
Oh god.
Are you? Yeah, I was gonna say, are you using Roll20 to roll, or?
I
your
guess
dice.
at the beginning enough. I'll use Roll20.
Also, that 2 is in the poison cloud. Shouldn't it be taking damage or
They
something?
are underwater at the moment.
Yeah, that's only at surface level.
Okay,
I think
so
all
the
3 of
first
them misses, right?
All 3 miss.
Ah! The total
It's
shell
like-
is too mighty! And all of them seems to be it's chop and then the teeth got blocked by your mighty shells.
Whoa,
Hey.
whoa.
Look, it's a
And-
Discovery Channel on D&D.
Discovery Channel in the end. Truff is your turn now.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm not used to going so soon. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, yeah, no, this will work. I'm going to cast Shatter on all 3 of these guys.
Nice.
So they all have to make a Wisdom saving throw against a DC of 13.
I will do so. Give me a second. Wisdom +1. Number 1, number 2, and number
Fails.
4. 2 of them fails.
So 2. Yeah.
1 and 4 fails. Roll your damage. 16, and they will take a full
yeah.
16 damage. Number 4 will
And
also...
then bonus action, just gonna have my surfboard break the surface and run and like go towards number 3 to make another attack against it.
And for the shatter, the half damage for number 2, right?
I'm gonna take another quick look at it. For a creature made of half damage. So
Yep, 8
number
damage.
2 takes 8.
All right. And what else did you want it to do?
I want my surfboard to break the surface and go to attack number 3
All right. Make your
as a
attack roll.
bonus action. Damn it! Pretty sure that misses.
Tragedy. Yes, that misses, unfortunately.
Now, is Shatter still blinding them like it was last session?
The thing is, can you speak underwater?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. I speak
Uh,
Aquan. which is underwater language.
That makes sense. All right. You have no problem casting spells underwater. And number 3, what was the question for Elliot?
I was gonna say, since he's casting Shatter, is that gonna blind them like it was last session? Or was that just a handicap thing since we were short on people?
That was kind of handicapping as we were short on people. At the moment, I'll just go as is. You guys are healthy enough at the moment. So yeah! But yes, that was the Trop's turn. If there's nothing else you want to do.
Nody, can I do something, can I retroact something?
Yeah.
I'd like to use Channel Divinity on Shatter.
Ooh, what does it do?
Just got a post right here.
Certain damage
Basically,
to
it's-
maximum damage. Alright.
So that would basically be 24 for 1 and 4, and then 12 for 2.
Alright, I will change. So it deals 8 more damage.
Yeah,
Alright.
essentially. And that's my Channel
4
Divinity.
more damage against number 2, and yes. Alright! Those orcas underwater. It is shame that no one is there to actually see you beating the crowd of these orcas underwater. And also you are battling against these 3 orcas and you are unharmed. If there were other people to see you, they'd be praising your valor, but that's a shame. Only the fishes are there to see you.
Yeah, it don't matter to me, bro. As long as I'm doing what Oshiox wants, I'm good.
Us turtle people, us Trop is fighting violently underwater. Ignis, what do you like to do?
Approximately how deep are these orcas underwater?
20 feet. If you were to just go straight down, I'd say you can reach them using your movement. What's your movement speed, by the way? 35 feet?
It's 30 feet.
Would be half under the water with 15, and
It'd be 15.
you won't reach them in attack range if you just. Actually, they're a large creature. You should be able to reach them. If you were to jump down into the water to the 15 feet, I would say that you should be able to reach them. Dive down? Into the water?
Well,
Oh my god.
seeing as how I'm on fire, I'm going to avoid getting wet. I'm gonna take a page from the Book of Elrit and take out one of my javelins and ready it as... Ooh, better idea. What would it take to attach the end of my rope to a javelin as a harpoon?
Interact with the object, I would say it will be one free action.
What was that?
Free action.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and tie the end of my rope to the end of my javelin and ready it in throwing position while simultaneously tying it off to my waist.
Unlike harpoon, though, it won't be able to pull them out or something like that. As it will be more like a piercing, not like pierce than being stuck, though.
Right, it was more so I could reuse the same javelin.
Alright, it will be done for that. For that purpose, it will be perfectly good. Alright, so you'll be readying your javelin in case those things resurface again. However, there's a number 3 who is already on the surface, so you're aware of this, right?
I was not.
Alright.
Give me 1 second.
If you want to take it back and throw it at that one, that is also cool too.
Yeah, so instead of doing that, I'm just gonna chuck my javelin at number 3.
Alright, make your attack roll against not javelin, against number 3, Orca. "14 hits. These are pretty gigantic creatures above the surface, and your javelin pierces his subshells and deals 6 piercing damage.
So would I also be able to, like, start reeling in that javelin?
I say as a next turn, as a free action, you should be able to pull it out. And by the way, how long is the rope at the moment?
I believe the rope was 50 feet.
Yeah.
If you were to go away longer than 50 feet, then rope may break or the javelin may be dangling on the air. We will roll to determine which size happens. And if that is your
Right.
turn, next turn would be Valen.
All right, since my boy decided to bait one of these killer whales over to us, Valen's going to curse, step back onto the island like here, and I'm gonna shoot with my bow on number 3, and I'm gonna shoot again with my bonus action.
Interesting. Roll attack twice. And,
And-
can you post the
and
part
my-
that you're attacking with the bonus action? It's,
What level does that come in? I know that
uh,
comes in at, I think,
I think that's a higher level thing. Hang on.
is it?
Well,
I'm pretty,
there's
I'm
an
pretty sure it is. Yeah.
extra attack is level 5, I think. But
Is
Monk,
it okay? Yeah, then I'm gonna just fire the ones. That's fine.
yeah,
That's
I
fine.
think Monk comes
Since my
with
boy's
bonus
engaged
action
with
thing.
it, I should get sneak attack on it.
Allies are not
And-
on the 5 milli range. There's
On-
no.
On 3, yeah, it surfaced right
It
next to
has been
shoot-
surfaced, but 0 is not in the milli range as you guys are above the rock currently. There is still some distances. Otherwise, he'll be able to
there's-
melee attack you.
Oh!
Yeah, he cannot melee attack 0 for that reason, if it were to be.
Well, then I can't do shit. So I'm going to just shoot and hope for the best.
Yeah. Natural
That's
20!
critical.
Oh,
Alright!
Oh, there we
That
go.
is quite literally the best.
So 16 plus 5, or 21 points of piercing damage.
It says 13. Where do you get 21?
Oh, it rolls it twice. I have a. It's 1d8 plus 5. It's saying 8 plus 5.
Yeah,
And
it-
I double the damage because of the critical, right?
No,
Yeah.
you roll the damage dice twice for the critical rolls. But
You
yeah,
roll-
Yeah, it's 1d8 plus 5, so that's you roll a 3 and you got plus 5, so that's 8, and then it rolls the dice a second time, and that came out as 5. If you
Oh,
mouse
okay.
over, if you
Never
mouse
mind.
over it, it shows what it
13
rolled.
is good.
as you're shooting the bow right at its skull, you hear the feel of the fractures, and his eyes kind of bleeds out, and now you have one whale that flips with the upper size onto up, and now there's one dead whale floating on the surface.
I give thumbs up.
I'm gonna look at the other elf and be like, I killed that in one shot.
I lured it in.
For the
Dude, that's
past,
one Ignis beat on like for an
Yeah.
hour last week.
for Ignis dealt like 70 damage to that one before.
Fallon didn't see that. He was drunk. Let him have his moment of glory.
Elliot, it's your turn.
Okay. So if I'm looking down into the water, can I see all the stuff that's going on over here? Or is that too deep for me to see?
Yeah, what the hell. If you want to use your perception to see it, I would say you can. Then I would say that perception will last until they move away from your sight range. Would you
Okay,
like to
would that
use
be-
your action?
Yeah, I may as well because I need to be able to see what's going on to be able to do anything.
Alright.
Ugh, that's not good.
That would not be enough. You're trying to see what is going on underground. You see there's some shadows. You thought that was an orca, but it seems like a turtle person, and it quickly switches up. And it is at the moment pretty hard with the waves kind of ruining your views, and it's quite hard to see what is happening underground, underwater at the
Okay.
moment.
Well, I'm just gonna hold my hand out over the flaming oil over here and warm myself up a bit then.
All right, and the super fun time happens that I was thinking about using last session, although I didn't, as there's not enough people to endure the super fun time. But yeah, super fun time. Let's see how it happens. All right.
Oh man, the silence.
Everyone roll 1d20. Except Zero, who
1d
is
what?
currently
Oh,
no, except Trop, who is underwater.
Say 1d20.
1d20. Except Trop.
Hope the low roll's good.
Okay, I roll around middle, so.
So Ella rolls 3,
I roll
Sam
3.
rolls 12, and Ignis is 18,
got struck by
and
lightning.
Balin. Balin.
There we go.
All right. And as you guys are getting prepared, Ellet, you feel like maybe you have killed a cat or kicked cat or something. You don't remember you doing it, but you must have done something to anger the gods. And as you're getting ready and looking under the water, a bright lightning from the sky rocks down and strikes you, and you take
What?
10 damage.
I told all of you. Alan just calls out. I told all of you that we shouldn't have got on the boat.
And also lightning skies strikes Ella from the sky in the middle of nowhere. And if anything is on the surface, they will have a chance to be hit. And 3 of my rolls, if any of those are the lowest, then they will not. Some of the rocks will get hit instead. That is Ellet. Zero. What do you like to do?
All right, then. Well, I'm going to. Can I reach this? Number 3, dead orca.
Number 3 is currently floating on the water. If you like to step on it, you should be able to do so. Although it will be a little bit more unstable compared to the other one. Likely, I would
My surfboard's right there if you want to use it to try to like get over here.
Well, I'm trying to like put the push this around a little bit with my foot, so it attracts these other orcas, perhaps because they smell blood, maybe.
That's not an awful idea. I was wondering where you were going with it. We could use the orca as bait for other orcas.
It is already bleeding quite a bit.
Is
and
it
there is
orca cannibalism? I don't know.
I actually did the research, and orca is cannibalism. Oh!
Hey, there we go.
It was a prepared
I'm
content,
working
but,
things out.
You're working things out. So you'd like to hasten the process of other orcas coming in, right?
Yep.
And the other than just kicking with your feet, is there any other things that you do to
Cut it
release more
open.
bloods and whatnot?
Oh yeah, I guess I can stab it with my spear. Just kind of poke it around.
All right.
That's
What would be the role? Let's do survival roll.
survival. Okay.
Can I aid him? I mean, I'm right there. I can tell him where to cut to make it bleed.
Bardic inspiration.
I'm all out.
I say no for now. The help is an action, so. But
Hey,
he
I
didn't
rolled
need
22.
help. He's perfect as he is. He doesn't need anyone else's help, and you manage
That's good.
to
He's an elf.
spear the bloods. And all
Yeah.
other orcas that are not in the map currently will all use their actions to dash towards this orca as it drips away and as the blood pours out. All right.
All right. And can I actually move? Well, I guess I will stay here where I am. Like,
Smart choice. Smart choice.
Stay on the rock. We are the safest ones.
no, I was about to move back. I don't want to get dragged down to the water.
Take advice from somebody who was here last week. Stay on the fucking rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like
Water
thinking
bad.
about going more
I don't know.
inside.
I seem to be having a good time in the water.
Water very bad.
You are water.
You're a turtle.
Give me some seconds. I'm gonna have the other 3 orcas rush. All right.
You know what Valen's gonna say to Zero, and in hindsight, we could have eaten that whale. We're gonna probably be on this rock for a long time.
You guys
That's
actually
true.
have been
I
here
have a
for at least an
raft.
hour.
It's okay. We're gonna catch more.
Flavor-wise,
This is-
it's a wrap, but I say that it is for flavor, but not much for mechanic. Unless you actually want to purchase a wrap using the sterling gold, but I probably not enough gold for that, right? So
No.
I don't know. How much does a sailor get for their starting gold?
if you haven't rolled for starting gold, I say you can do so.
I can roll.
There's
Yeah,
a
roll for starting
sixth orca.
God.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
No,
these
no,
things.
no.
They have 120 feet of movements, and they all will swim in there. Using their dash action, they can move across the entire map. So they will have no problem moving.
You made the right choice by staying on the island.
I mean, but I might get chumped because I'm too close to the edge.
I think
Number
they
5,
have a bigger
6.
meal to worry about right now.
Yeah, number 5, 6, and 7 all surfaces to all comes to the surface, and they're now under there. And number 1, 2, and 4 will make an attack roll against our total friend. First attack, number 1, number
Miss.
2, number
Miss.
4.
Hits.
Woo! And it will deal
That's gonna hurt.
Oh wait, no. Sorry, I thought you already rolled the damage.
29 damage.
Oh!
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Oh, that hurts. That
So-
really hurts.
Yeah, no,
That's-
that's a 0. That's a
Ooh.
0.
He one-shotted you?
You'd like to
He
negate the damage?
one-shotted me.
Oh wow! What the?
You
fuck?
just made a character and he just one shot it.
Don't worry. I do not kill up characters that easily. Let's think of
Yeah, after you one shot.
no. Okay. Okay, let's think.
It's okay, guys. We got one.
I say that you are down. You will float to the surface? Yeah.
Your boundless optimism already annoys me.
Oh.
Yeah, you just see, like, it's not really death. It's just like, it's like in Pokemon. You see it rise to the surface. It's got the squiggly lines.
Yeah.
Like,
Roll
Right.
death saving throw, and you have risen to the surface. And Ellen, you see that
that's
this
a fail.
guy who just went down and was casting some spells underwater seems to be just floating on the surface currently. That is a lot of sixes, though. It's like 6, 6, 6, 5.
Yeah,
That was a really good attack roll, and that's the
Yep.
worst part.
yeah. No, that's not nice, Tony. That's not nice.
Oh, no.
I mean, I like that.
I will. Don't worry about it. Let's get this. Ignis,
Also,
what do you like to do?
Since I'm unconscious, the surfboard goes away.
All right, Ignis, what do you like to do?
So I will use my free action to retract the javelin that I threw into the now dead whale,
Yes.
and I guess throw it at whichever one is closest that is also above water.
By the way, would you happen to want to help that bleeding our friend Trop? Would you like to pull him above the rock or something?
Wait.
Yes.
I completely forgot I had this. It's not gonna save me, but I can use that as a reaction, I guess.
Really? After you being incapped?
Yeah,
Or-
when he gets hit, he can use it.
Oh.
He will make a dex saving throw.
I'm guessing it's against my spell DC, which is 13.
It fails the saving
which
throw.
it fails, which means it takes 2d8 lightning damage
All
or thunder
right.
damage, whichever.
Roll damage.
Oh, do lightning. So maybe it will transfer over to
It's
the
in
water.
water.
Yeah, I'll just do lightning.
Shock
And so it's like
everything.
Pokemon,
Well,
right?
Yeah, it takes 4 points of lightning damage.
All right. That is that, but Ignis, you have seen last time that they were going after the Atlas dead body when they were on the water. So, would you like to help on your fellow adventurer? It's your choice.
Depending on how heavily we're role playing, I would technically be facing the other direction, so I would have no idea he was there.
I say you be aware of the surroundings.
But
for the-
yeah, I'm assuming Elrit was just like, oh shit, he just floated up to the top. So I guess yes, I will attempt to pull him onto our like 3-foot square island that we have.
All right. I say using your action without any problem, you should be able to bring him back up alive. And I say that the same role with the Carrag applies, as there is it's overabundant, currently overcrowded with 3 people, as the island is majorly meant for 2 people. At some point, you guys will need to make a save to stay on the thing properly, but at the moment, I'll let you do that.
I mean, Eller can just sit on top of me.
I was just gonna say, pull him on, and I'll just sit on top of him.
Oh, that perfectly works. Yes. You guys don't need to make any saving throw with that. And if that is your turn, Ignis, you still have your bonus action to do anything if you like to. Would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and enact my rage.
All right.
And that'll probably be it. So, yeah.
All right, Balin. You see 3 orcas currently chewing on top of the other orca that have been killed by your magnificent arrow. Whoa! And not to mention 1 hour of beating with the barbarian, but the saga that is
and
undead.
my tiny friend is probably going to die. Oh shit. I am going to. I'm at. Roll 20 is frozen. Hold up, let me reload that. I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
There are 3 people above the surface, and
Right.
yeah. Worst case, you can probably
Right.
shoot.
Well, that's not really what I want to do. I want them all to go start eating on 3. So in a rare moment of unexpected heroism... Oh, crap. I'm going to go jump off of the island, and I am going to take both daggers and just dig
Sure,
them
you
into
want to
3
jump
and
into
drop.
the water.
I can't get
No.
to 3 unless I do that.
Okay.
Would gutting that whale more get 1, 2, and 4 off of my buddies over here over by the poison cloud?
Will not know.
Roll intelligence.
Okay, hold on.
I think it'll be information that you should know already.
That's a save, not a
I was
check.
just- yeah.
Yes, roll check again.
did-
Yes, roll check.
Hold on. My intelligence isn't that great to begin
And
with, so...
I will evoke
It's
the
worse.
save the desperate roll. Next time when you guys do the shatter, I'm gonna have the blind check on them too. So yeah, I think you guys need it at the moment.
So would I know that it might draw these other whales over, or...
Unfortunately, with 5 at the moment, you're quite unsure
Quite unsure.
what
Okay.
exactly it have.
And 1, 2, and 4 are not on the surface.
1, 2, and 4, you do not see them up the map. Your sight range is
Okay.
maxed out to the 60 feet on the surface.
But I did see the big dead turtle guy float to the top.
I see, yes.
I have 120 feet of low light vision. It really don't matter how bad this storm
It's
is.
because
I
of
can see
the
it.
rain that is hiding your vision, not the darkness. Darkness
Okay.
helps on top of that, but I say, but still, yes, you're in the 60 feet range with the other island. You see that the Elliot is probably sitting on top of the turtle guy, trying to protect it, give us a cover.
Oh my god, please
Okay,
don't shoot the dead.
Since my boy here, I actually know what I'm going to do. Since my boy here tied a rope onto a javelin as a free action, can I tie my rope onto an arrow as a free action?
Yes.
I'm going to fire an arrow with my 100-foot arrow that I have tied together that I was using as a grapnel before. I'm going to shoot that over toward Elrit and the barbarian dude and just scream, grab onto the rope.
Interesting. Can you describe how you would be aiming at them?
It's a long shot. I have a long bow. I'm just
Okay, so you're shooting like not at them, but like right beside them.
no, like up
in
over
between.
them. It's a long shot, and Balin's an exexperienced archer and has a long bow. He's
So
just gonna
like
shoot
shooting them
past,
over
so-
like that, and then so the rope
right.
would
So the
land,
rope is in their grip, and then I'm going to start dragging them back.
All right. Would there be any rolls required?
So what are you trying to do? You're trying to pull us towards you?
I think you would like
Yeah,
the rope set up.
I'm throwing you a line with a rope on an arrow.
I'm just trying to think. I don't know if we necessarily need that. We're on our little rock over here, so it's not like the whales.
No. You're getting destroyed on that rock. They can't melee us up on top of our cliff here.
don't
That
think we-
rock is as good as well. Both of the rocks.
Yeah.
As long as you're on top of the rocks, orcas will not attack you unless there
Yeah,
is
they
some
can't
specific.
melee us over here either.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. You don't need a line.
Yeah, as I say, we eventually want to make our way south. Anyways, that's where the shore is.
Oh, that sucks worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so with my rope tied onto the end of a whale, or tied down to the end of an arrow, I can't see 1, 3, or 1, 2, and 4.
Correct.
How far is this island down here below 4 from me? How do you do that measuring stick?
You wouldn't see that one in your sight at the moment. But yes.
Oh, never mind then. Okay.
Maybe bring the number 3 in closer so I can stab other things.
Oh, get him in the melee
Yeah.
range. But remember, if you're in
Yeah.
melee range with them, then they will be
Yeah.
in melee range with you.
Yeah,
so.
They're in melee range with you.
Yeah.
Is my only, and we're not gonna win. They're retardedly strong.
As long as you're on top of the rock, you're practically invincible.
Okay, so what I'm
We
gonna
need
do?
we need to hit and run. We need to hit and run. And I can do that because I'm a monk.
We don't have anywhere to run to, and that's the problem. And I fully support this.
So, right. So what my plan is, are we gonna bring the orca closer to the rock? I'm gonna go down, stab it, and then I can run up to the rock because I have 45 feet of movement. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the many options. Or you can just shoot them. Like, I mean, you have a bunch of arrows, right? You can just
I
shoot them.
have like 40 arrows, yeah, but
Yeah, exactly. You can just shoot them.
Quick question.
I'm gonna shoot at number 6 then and hope for the best because
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
Donnie
I can
went to restroom. So.
do. Okay,
That hits.
so yeah, that hits.
Pretty sure that hits. Yeah, I think they have an AC of 14.
So 6 damage to the 6.
And let me go restroom too. I'll be right back.
We're so done.
I
I
have a
made this
solution.
character so we could live.
No, I have the solution.
We needed more than a healer because I don't know what I can do as a rogue. I'm at a loss. I have a +9 attack bonus, guys. I can't die.
Don't worry, I have the solution. Maybe.
All right.
Well, it's
you
not
guys
Bardic
have your minds.
Inspirations.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not Bardic Inspiration. So
I rolled to attack number 6. I rolled a 28, and then I rolled
28
damage.
hits and it will deal 6 damage. Although number 6 was previously untouched. And instead is your turn. Next turn would be Elliot.
Yeah.
okay, so first I'm going to use my bonus action, cast Healing Word, get Mr. Turtle back up, say, "Hey, green guy, wake up."
You're returning the favor.
There's wondering why Elrit's not all that inspiring. His healing word is "get up."
Look, Elrit's sick of the shit right now. He can't be inspiring.
Oh, thanks,
Alright.
little dude.
Yeah, no, don't mention it. So, as my regular action, I want to cast Minor Illusion. This can create, I can create a sound with it. And I try to make a sound of like a distressed orca calf. Make it sound like it's coming from somewhere off in the distance.
Calf is a small orca child? Calf?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a
It's a
baby,
baby
orca.
orca.
Very creative, although I don't know you have heard of it before.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna kind
background
of make it
wise?
an orca sound, but
That is pretty
Hopefully it
creative.
sounds the
Let's
same.
say roll deception. Let's say you try to.
oh, that's a good one for me.
All right. And
And I'd be centering the noise like somewhere over in this direction.
okay. I say that I'm gonna roll deception for number 2 and 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and they will roll insight against it, and if they do make it, roll competitive higher than you, then that is that. But, they
God, I
have
hope
plus
these orcas
1
are
on
not wise.
insight. This is for number 2, and this is for number 5. And both of
Yes.
them seem to have failed, and they will be lured
Nice.
away. In their
Their
turn,
mothers.
they will use their dash action to move away. Although, after they move away, if they don't hear anything, then they might come back, but you will essentially waste 2 of them a turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I got a few of them off of us.
That was your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
And Zero, what do you like to do?
All right. Since I'm on the rock, I'm just gonna search for some pebbles that I can throw at them.
Thankfully, previously the party had tried to search for stuff, and flavor-wise, there were some pebbles on the rock. So you will be able to find pebbles. Yes.
All right,
Alright.
great. Is that considered as action, or would you say that's a bonus action? I'm not sure.
Technically, to find pebble is a search action to find a pebble, but what the hell not is pebble?
I
It's
see.
free action pebble. You have a pebble in your hand. As an action, you can
Alright,
make an
then.
unarmed ranged attack.
Yeah, I will do that.
No,
on
like
number
improvised
6.
weapon ranged attack, not unarmed.
Yeah.
So you'll be using strengths to deal damage. And
Well, since I can do martial arts, I will be using Dex.
it is improvised weapon. I believe that the improvised weapon is not impacted by the martial art. As far as I
Right,
can
it's
remember,
not a. It's not a monk. It's not a monk weapon.
Oh, okay. I see.
roll range attack with strengths against number whatever one you want to hit, and it will use.
If
the
it's a
strengths
range attack, wouldn't it be dexterity?
ranged attack, the throwing weapons are by improvised or at least by strengths by default.
I know there is a feat in order to swap out strength for dexterity, but I don't know if you have it.
I don't.
It's
I didn't
it's
pick
a
up any
feat.
feat.
It's a feat. Improvised weapon mastery or something like that.
Right, but no,
Yeah.
you have to have some sort of martial arts training, and there's an extra feat that allows you to swap out your strength modifier for dexterity.
Yeah, I think that's what the vendor means. But yes, roll your attack. Is it
With my strength, right?
yes? So 1d20 plus your strength. Plus, I see your proficiency with it.
I rolled 0.
Oh no!
Natural. You rolled a natural 1.
Natural one.
And I have -1 on
Oh,
this.
oh.
So it's like
I can use my bountiful luck.
Oh, finally, yes.
Finally, fucking use it.
on the rock, on throwing rock.
You know
can
what? It's
reroll them.
something.
Yes. With you rolling -1, finally can use it. Reroll your attack.
That just means that I can't use my luck until the beginning of my next turn after
This rock does.
And that was a lot better, but
Hey, at least it's not a critical fail.
You would have a proficiency bonus on top of that as well, which I believe is +2, so it's actually 7 to hit. However, against the orcas, it just bounces off, boom, and their skin seems to be pretty tough, and Pebble doesn't seem to be doing too much. If that is your turn, it'll be orca's turn afterwards. Alright. Next turn, the orcas number 5 and 2 will run off from your sight. Using their dash action. They suddenly seem to run away from the rest of the people, and the rest of them seem to be looking at them, but they don't seem to have too much concern. And number 1 and 4 will move, and they all surfaces now. And all of them will be chomping on the meats. For the rate of them eating the meat, however, I'm going to have them roll damage. So 4 of them attacking. I'm going to say that their attack automatically hits. Why not? And this will be the total damage that 4 of them will be dealing to it. They deal 70 damage to the number 3's corpse, and there's barely nothing left, but there are still some meats left, and they will stay on the surface.
so they just ate that thing in 6 seconds.
There's still some stuffs there. There are some pieces of meat, and
no.
it will take
Oh,
some,
no.
but mostly bones are exposed and whatnot, and yeah. That is
They
that.
were really hungry.
That is 4 of their turn, and Trope, what do you like to do?
Alright, so I'm just gonna shake myself up and can I roll for gold right now and just say like however much I get is how much I spend on a boat? Like a small boat that could probably hold like 3 people.
Let's see the boat price in the thing. Rowboat is the only boat you can probably afford. That's 50 gold. Probably you should be able to afford it. Yeah, roll your gold, and if you have more than 50, you should be able to spend it. Although, yeah.
How much is the gold roll?
Your class was cleric.
Yeah.
All right. 5 cleric starting gold is. Where is it? Don't see it easily. That's annoying. Well, I have to bring up the player's handbook. Does anyone have that in mind, or
Cleric is
quickly
5d4 times 10.
5d4 plus 10. Multiply by 10.
5d4 times 10, yeah.
Alright, 5d4. Yeah, why don't you roll that? 5d4 multiplied by 10.
18 times 10, that's
Yep.
180.
You have 180 gold. That's a really good roll. Yes. And I say that with that, if you would buy the rowboat, you would have a small rowboat with you.
Yeah, you just make like a series of squares for it.
Yeah, let me get
Oh,
the
like
size of the rowboat.
Just put it right here.
Yes, give me a second. I say to make. God. It's a boat.
So I'm just gonna say to these guys, all right, dudes. I don't think we're gonna be able to win this day, but I got a boat. I could get us to the surface and then try to the beach and try to get back for your other two friends over there.
Give me a second for the speed of the boat, because I gotta determine that. It's 1.5 miles per hour. 8,000 feet per hour. 130 feet per 10 round. That's 1 minute. That's 10. It can move, I say, the 15 feet per round if you're on the rope. If you're on the boat. It's actually pretty slow, but yeah.
Technically, I could swim faster than that, but we kinda need to get as many people out of here as possible.
All right. What do you like to do?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna tell them my boat's over there. Like, hop on it, and I'll row us to the shore. And I'm just gonna swim over and just like hop on my boat.
All right. Next turn is Ignis. Now you guys have a boat. Woo! Retroactive buying. Yes.
Yay!
I love retcons. I don't get why comic fans are always so stingy about them.
Although Orcus does capsize boat, so that is something that you should put in mind. But
oh my!
At the moment,
oh my!
Look, as long as we can keep distracting them with either dead orcas or baby orcas, we'll be fine.
Ignis.
Okay, so if I use a full turn, can I have double movement?
That would be your dash. You should be able to get right beside the boat, I believe. Although getting on...
No, I'm fully expecting to get to where I'm going, but not to get on it until next turn.
Yep, that would be...
Fully expecting that.
Yep.
But I'm going to go ahead and say screw the boat, because they're just going to tip it over anyway and just make a mad dash for this other island.
Oh no, mad dash! Mad. Alright, yeah, that's fine. And I say that getting up the island doesn't cost you any movements. And technically getting on the boat should cost half of the movements, as it is riding a mount. But I say that I didn't do that for your character, so yeah, whatever, too late. But yeah, move your character token down.
Okay.
And if that is your turn, next turn will be Balin.
Alright. So the lightning is still raging, and we're surrounded by whales.
Yes.
7, 6, 1, and 4 are on the surface.
They're on the surface and currently are distracted by number 3 being chopped, as there's bloods everywhere, and there's still a little bit of meat left on the number 3.
So can I, with my action as an acrobatics check and my bonus action as a dash, my 35 feet of movement, can I run across the top of the whales and try to jump into the boat?
What's your long jump distance?
Like if I were to, I have 70 feet of movement in a round If I were to go from 7 to what's left of 3 to 4, and then just jump from 4 to the boat, can I make it to the boat?
It's about the jump distance that majorly matters.
How
So-
do you figure out your jump distance? Because I have
Yeah.
acrobatics for days.
Probably long jump is equal to your strength, it seems. What is your strength?
My strength sucks. It's 10.
Yeah, that means that your jump distance is 10 feet. Although if you like to extend it to a certain amount, let's say you want to double it or something, I would allow it, but 6 times of the maximum is a little bit too much. So I say you can attempt to increase it much more though. I probably say you can get like there or like there, but to the boat it'll be
Right,
over.
they're gonna be done eating before then.
Well, this was information that would have been given out in the intelligence checks, but I guess I'm just gonna give it out. Last time, when there was nothing to feed on the water, they all went along in their ways into random locations and disappeared.
Right. Right.
So
I'm
last
kind
time,
of just gonna try to wait them out because, like, I'm a patient hunter. I can wait. I got time.
yeah, last time the tactic they used was that once they disappear, you dash like a madman and hope they're far away, and then get to the next island. Maybe take one hit or two, and hit them in the meantime too. But yes, if that is your turn, you're waiting out. Next turn will be Ellet. What do you like to do?
I'm gonna hold an action and wait and see if any whales try to capsize their boat, and if they do, I'm gonna shoot them.
All right.
Okay. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I'm going to use my minor illusion again to make another sound. Centered somewhere over here of dolphins being nearby. So I can't remember.
Interesting.
They're either scared of them or they eat them. I can't remember which it is.
They eat them. Orcas are apex
eat them, okay.
predators. They eat anything, and nothing is orca in the water.
Gotcha. So, yeah,
Roll deception again, and I'll have a number 1 and 6 be distracted by your dolphin sound.
Damn it.
Number 1 is not distracted by the sounds. However, number 6 will use his turn to search around the area for dolphins, and
Okay.
that will be that's turn. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action and movement?
I was going to say, I'll just yell out to Turtle Boy, go get the 2 elves first. And then I'm gonna cling to the rock for dear life.
All right. 0. Your first campaign in our session.
I know. This is like super intense than I thought I expected. Oh my goodness. So, last time when I lured them with my ration, it worked. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm going to go opposite side of this rock
All right.
at the edge, and I'm going to group my let's see how many rations I have left. Okay, I have 8. So I'm gonna grab 3 and trying to lure them in as many as possible in the water.
All right. 3 rations into the water. Alrighty. It may attract number 1, 4, and 7. Although it is pretty hard to compete with the big orca juicy body there. So it'll take some time for them to get there, but once they can get there, then I'll make a roll.
All right.
Unless you can probably take it back if you'd like to and do something else, but that's certain you want to do?
Oh, okay. Then I'll wait until they finish eating number 3, and then I'll probably attempt that, I think.
Alright.
We'll just sit. Just kind of whale watching, I guess.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Watch the feeding frenzy.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. It's sad that actually 2 of the whales are actually very injured. You can probably kill them. But the whales, number 1 that was distracted will go off from your sight and into the distance where dolphin sound was created. And number 6 will chomp. Deals damage to number 3. And number 6 eats the rest of the leftover meats of number 3. And the body, or corpse of the orca of number 3 is currently consumed. And only the bones left that seems to be sinking under the water. And number 7 and 4 sees that there's nothing to eat in the nearby area. Smells and feel that there is a very fiery meat in the water. New meat appears, and both.
Oh, that's not nice, man. He's not here.
He is there.
Oh
no. He did rage, and I believe he had been attacking every turn. As far as I can remember.
Yeah, he was attacking.
It will deal half damage at him. And it has +6 to hit. First whale will attack. Probably hits.
Yeah, he only had like 14 AC.
Hey, how much was your AC?
14.
Bad news, bud.
Bad news.
Yeah, I can see that.
But these damage will be halved, so that's the good news, right? And you should be healed to full, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. They deal you. First one deals you 11 points of damage, and that second one deals you 9 points of damage. His totals up to 20. As 2 of the killer whales chomps on this new meat that had been unleashed in the water. The shore is near, guys. The shore is near, at least for Ignis.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that kind of hurt a lot.
Are you down?
No, but I'm in pain.
Trope, what do you like to do?
Alright, I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy right. And I'm gonna try to. Yeah, that'll probably be the best place to put it. I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy right here.
Alright.
And I'm going to make it sound like a screaming woman, like panicking and drowning.
Clever.
To try to distract the 4 and 7.
That is clever. I say roll deception as well, and you may attract number 4 and 7.
Deception.
Screaming woman. That's
Work.
like the.
Damn it!
Oh my. Oh! Roll 4.
Okay.
The orca number 4.
Oh wow.
All right. Although the number 7 doesn't seem to be distracted, number 4 will be distracted in his turn, and will spend this turn searching for that area for this illusionary woman's voice.
Mm. And then I'm just going to, I guess, dash row up to Valen and Jiro.
Thaumaturgy would be an action to use, but unless you can.
Don't
dash
I
as
have
a bonus
movement action in addition to action?
No, but you
So
say
like
you want to
regular?
dash. Dash is something
Oh,
else.
yeah.
Because
That's
he's a
right. So
robot,
I'll just-
you would have to be rowing. But if you want to move 15 feet, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just move 15 feet
Yeah.
upwards, and that'll be my turn.
All right. It's a weird direction that is moving in, but yes. If that is your turn, Ignis, what do you like to do? I say number 4 is currently distracted, and if it were to have an attack against you right now, it will have disadvantage on its attack.
So, seeing as I don't really have any hit points to spare to disengage, I have really no other option than to turn and swing on. We'll go number 7.
You can probably disengage and get on the island.
Now, without
you
drawing
can't
an
just-
attack of opportunity.
No, disengaging.
No,
You can
That's the
disengage
point of
as an
this-
action. Yeah, you can disengage as an action and then move into the
You
island.
have this. It'll be 10 feet to get to the next square, and rest of the movement should be able to be used to get on top of the rock. But yeah, I mean, if you want to fight there and make a last stand, then that is
The
cool
whole
too.
point
Yes.
of the whole point of the disengage action is to prevent opportunity attacks.
Well, all last week we were drawing them, so I don't know how that works. But okay, I'll disengage and get onto the island.
All right. Next, I believe last week we're dashing or attacking every turn without disengaging properly. But yeah, you're on the island. Woo. All right. If that is your turn, Balin.
I don't know. There's not a whole lot I can do.
Shoot it. Shoot number 6 or something.
And yeah, I say that
How
you were.
hurt?
Yeah.
How hurt is 6 looking?
6 is barely scratched.
6 is a fresh one.
Number 4 is pretty hurt, but it's outside of your range, and number 1 and 2 are severely hurt, although they're out of range at the moment. They're
Right.
currently distracted and moving around.
Right. Okay. And I'm gonna. I guess I have nothing I can do but wait. I can shoot 6, but I want it to go away. So
Why not shoot into the water to try to distract it?
I don't think the sound of an arrow hitting water is gonna distract him from anything.
There are heavy rains hitting the surface of the water. It'll be pretty hard to distract him with that.
Right. What does the essence of ether do?
It's a poison, I believe, that I gave out. Essence of Ether. Give me a second. Essence Ether. Essence Ether is inhaled poison. That would be the description.
Crap. Okay, never mind. Alright,
however, you do know that they do breathe, so... yeah.
the whales do.
Don't they have blowholes?
They do, yes.
I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna put the essence of ether on one of my arrows and shoot it into 6's blowhole.
Creative! Yes! I'll say that it'll be hard for you to hit at the exact pinpoint on number 6. However, I'll say that -5 to hit. But if it does hit, then also your intention, it will make a Constitution saving throw. And make your attack.
Okay.
With -5 to hit.
Come on, buddy.
25 with -5, it'll be 20 hit, and it hits exactly the
nice.
blowhole that you were aiming for.
I'm
And
an elfish archer, man. I can make that shot.
yeah. Clearly, it was just an easy shot, even though it's a tiny little hole, and it fails a saving throw, and number 6 will go unconscious. Or is the poison?
Nighty-night. Are they gonna eat it?
It is just unconscious. It's not dead. It currently seems to be sleeping. On
Can we-
Now's where you jump on the number 6 and use it as a raft.
That's sort of what I was.
That's why we try to create the illusion that it's dead and make people want to go and eat it.
I think I did good, so
You did good. Yeah, you did good.
I'm gonna call that good and end my turn.
All right,
That was a
Alex.
good turn, man.
Alright, so 6 is unconscious, 4 is going to be distracted. I will use up my last spell slot and cast Dissonant Whispers on number 7, see if I can get it to run away.
All right, was it Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, Wisdom saving throw. I'm going to have to cast it as a level 2 slot. Oh, fuck that.
Well, it will take 6 points of damage.
I have 13, yeah, so 6.
6
well.
points of damage will be number 7, but it doesn't seem to be too disturbed by the distant whispers about, well, orca killers, the killing ship, fishing ships are coming. It doesn't seem to be too distracted by the
This one's
humming
braver than the other one.
sound. They have a lot of experience with them. And is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Since that bolt of lightning struck me earlier, I'm going to throw a middle finger up at the sky. Oh, that's about it.
Oh, how dare you! You never learn.
Yeah.
Nice try, jackass. Next time, give it your A
Yeah,
game.
give it your A game.
All
And that'll
right.
end my turn.
0.
All right, since now rowboat is closer, let's see how far. 40 feet. I have 45 movement, so I will move to the boat.
Using your dash, yes, you should be able to get there.
Yeah. Can I? I
Uh,
cannot climb though with my rest of my 5 feet. Can I?
It'll be half of your movements to climb up, so it'll be you'll be all
I
hanging
see.
there. But yes.
Okay.
All right, Brave Zero. Let's see if he survives. He's the only one in the water currently.
You're
However,
on the boat.
number 4 is there, distracted. He moves into that area and goes into search of this mysterious woman. And number 7 is the only actual one that is there, and will go there and will make an attack roll.
No, I got caught.
Oh,
Busted.
number 6 deals. That's 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Does your 17 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and the whale that was left long ago by the sounds of the distracted babies will come back into the scene. Although they would have to... Currently there is only one body in the water, but they would have to dash to get to the range.
Oh man, this is super intense.
Yeah.
Both of them have dashed using their movements and has no action to spare, but they're around. Number 5, I would say that is below the water. It is around 10 feet below the water. It is not on the surface, but you should be able to see its occasional back in the blowhole. And yes, that is their turn. It's number 6 spend time, and number 4 is gone missing, and number 1 is looking for something in the sea currently. Trope.
That was the dolphin one.
Yes, the dolphin.
Oh.
Yeah. I say that as long as you're on the boat, you will not get attacked directly. They would have to get
Yeah,
to
I
your boat
know.
before they get to you.
Okay.
So you will be invincible for 1 turn. At least.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy again. Same kind of thing, but instead of a woman screaming, I want to simulate the smell of blood over on 6.
If they attack 6, it's gonna wake
Clever.
up.
Clever.
What?
Very
If they
clever.
attack 6, it's gonna wake up.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's gonna be a bit too distracted by its buddies trying to eat it.
Alright, roll deception.
12. Okay.
Alright, same deal. Number 7 and 2 will maybe. Number 2 is definitely smelling the blood and remembers the orca meat that he just feasted on number 3. And will definitely be interested. And number 7 as well, thinks the giant orca is probably more
Nice.
delicious than this skinny elf that
Nice.
is trying to get on this boat. Probably not even worth the effort. And both of them is distracted, and if they were to make an opportunity attack, then they will gain disadvantage as they're distracted currently. That is
Okay,
your action.
so- Yeah. Can I do like a bonus action to pull Jiro up on the boat?
Yep, I would say that definitely.
Okay, so I just reach
Yeah.
out my claw and say, "All right, come on up, man.
Oh, okay.
How's it going, bro?"
Oh man, almost dead.
Yeah, I get that feeling a lot too.
That's in better days.
Been there, done that.
Don't worry, we'll go get you. Don't worry, we'll get you another pointy-eared friend later.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
And
always.
just like as a free action, I'm just gonna yell out, "Stay on that island. We're coming to get you."
I have a bad feeling about this, but Trump, that is your turn. Ignis, you're the only one in that island currently. You do not know where the number 4 went, and number 5 is not distracted currently, and seems to be going after the, at least in your idea, the boat at the moment. What do you like to do?
So I am the only person on this island. I would like to keep it that way. Number 4 is gone. I'd also like to keep it that way. I'll go ahead and use the javelin that I have tied off and throw it at number 5.
All right, make your attack roll. And is there any intentions on attacking number 3? Number 5, if there is any?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
No, I know, but I know you're attacking it, but is there any motivations or intention behind?
It's an orca.
All right, 12 hits and roll your damage. Deals 5 damage to this brand new orca that had appeared. He seems to be joining the hunt and has currently a javelin stuck on his back. All right.
If you were on the rowboat, what we could have done is just tie that to the orca, just keep making like illusions to have it like drag us to the beach.
Right. So with rage being induced, it also gives a +2 to damage, so that's actually 7.
That is correct. It takes 7 points of damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your bonus action and movements?
If I could pull that javelin back.
Yeah, as a
Potentially.
free action, you should be able to bring it back.
Yep. And then I'll just kind of prepare for my next javelin throw.
Alrighty. Balin. The end is coming. How would you like to do, Balin?
We get it. You want us to die.
The blood is not on my hand. The blood.
It is totally on your head.
Oh. It's
Okay.
orcas. It's orcas.
Legit, what I'm gonna do,
Yeah.
since 6 is unconscious,
Yes. And
7 and 2 are
are
about to
distracting.
swim over to, yeah, about to swim over and eat it. How far is the boat from me?
I think like 50 feet, 40 feet.
40 feet, yes.
I can entirely make that.
Yeah, but
With
can
a
you
dash.
climb onto it?
You may
I have
get
I have
advantage.
35 movement.
Yeah, if you
But you might get.
no, if
Yeah,
you,
no,
it's a
okay.
hop movement, so you can get in front of the boat using dash action. However, yeah, actually that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it works.
yeah. Orcas are
Yeah.
not gonna attack you with opportunity. You're not leaving their attack. You're entering, so it's fine. Yeah.
Right,
you'd
they're
like
going to
to-
be gone by next turn. 5 is about to attack the boat. Unless Ignis made it mad enough. I'm going to
Alright,
attack.
alright,
I'm going to attack 5. That's within my range increment at 55 feet. I'm
Yep.
going to shoot it.
Within 60 feet, you should be able to see it and roll your attack.
Yep.
And by the way, you can aim for specific parts of the body to have special effects if you have a special intention to do something with it.
I want to aim for something that'll spit a lot of blood and gore, something to get the other ones all interested in that and not. So could I shoot it in the eyeball?
Eyeball would be very far from bleeding a lot, but it wouldn't be bleeding a lot from eyeball. But if you want to hit for an eye and make it partially blind, you should be able to do so. Would you like to do that?
Yeah, since it's about to attack the boat, would that mess up its attacks? Because at
You
least that
will
might help
gain
them.
some disadvantage on the attack, although not exact disadvantage.
Okay.
I would say that if you do shoot the arrow at the eye and if it hits, I say that I'll give it -2, -1 on the attack, and if you blind the other one, then it will switch to blinded state. Although they do use sound to get the things, but I would say this still.
Well, yeah, I don't know enough about Valen doesn't know enough about whales to know that.
I'll
He's
say
just
that
gonna-
fine. -1 straight, -2 straight to hit. If you do hit one eye and the second eye.
I'd like to help my boys as much as I can. I don't have any more poison, unfortunately, because
if that is your intention, roll your attack with -5, hitting for going for the eye.
all right.
12 hits! They're pretty damn big, and their eye is also gigantic. Your arrow managed to hit, even though it is a specific target you're aiming for. And
I'm sorry,
roll your-
I meant to roll damage. My bad. 13.
deals 13 damage to Orca and is half blinded. I will get -1 to hit. Alright. Is that your turn? Would you like to do anything with your movement?
I can use a bonus action to dash, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the water now.
Alright. Move your tokens within the 35 range.
I mean, he's dashing, he said.
Yeah, 35. Because of water hop movements.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's why swimming speed is so good. But yes.
There we go.
Alrighty. Ellet.
Okay, so I'm going to take one of my crossbow bolts, slice my hand open, and get as much blood on it as I can, and shoot it into the water over in this direction. See if I can bait number 5 over there.
How much blood would you like to spend? I say that you can spend your health point as the thing.
Oh.
And if you want to, I'll say that DC will be 5 plus the hit point that you spend for 5 to resist.
Well, considering that I've only got 4 hit points left, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know, I'm going to go back to the old noises thing with minor illusion. I'm just going to make orca noises over in this direction and hope that it sounds like a mating call.
Mating call? Oh
It's
my
a
god.
mating call.
It's just
In the middle of the feast.
Oh my god.
It's just an orca cover of Let's Get It On.
Pretty much.
Roll deception. Let's see how well you can mimic the mating sound. It is interesting that how you heard the mating sound in the first place.
As I
But,
say, I'm just making random orca noises and hoping that it sounds like that.
and this is different everything, so I won't give any minuses on it. But number 5, and I would say number 4, who will return, will also be maybe distracted with it.
Okay.
Actually, no, the number 1 will return first. So number 1 and number 5 will maybe distracted by the sound of mating. And this is number 1. Fails. And number 2... number 5 succeeds, however.
Well, at least number 1's still out of the picture.
Alright, number 1 will be still swimming around. But number 5 still has an intention, seems like. That is your turn. Would you like to use your
Yep, that's
movements?
my turn.
Alright.
Oh god, no, I've got 4 hit points. I'm not getting in that water.
They're quite occupied. If you want to dash, then this may be the good chance. But that is that. But 0. What do you like to do?
All right,
I'll wait for the
I'm
boat.
gonna throw a rope.
Interesting.
And
Yes,
try-
if you want to use your action to throw a rope at him and pull him up, I say that
Yeah.
roll. That's acrobatic.
17.
What's your AC for Balin?
My AC is 15. He got it.
Yeah, you got it. And I say that you manage to put a rope on him and you pull him up. And if you want to, Balin,
Right.
place your token on top of the boat. All right.
Alan
Alright.
gets up on the boat and he
Good.
says, "Hi, boys. Let's
Hey.
save my little friend. He's the only one that I can tolerate."
What's up, bro?
And
You
That-
know, bad day. I told him not to get on the boat.
number
Now,
2.
ironically, a boat's come to save you. Weird, right?
I'm okay with fishing boats, and the shore is close, so let's get there and we'll deal with nicety later.
Number 2 went there and tried to pick a bite at number 6, although it misses. And number 7, number 6 still has not woken up and still smells like blood there. Will go and number 7 will take a bite at it. And 15 and it hits. And deals 25 damage against number 6. And
even though 6 wakes up, he still has the poisoned condition. So
oh, that is good to know. Number 6 wakes up, enraged by the fact that number 7 attacked him. Will attempt to bite at number 7 in return. Actually, its turn order wise, it would actually have skipped its turn. So, however, it seems to be enraged by number 7. We'll see how that trouble works out. Number 5. Yeah.
And you guys were worried this was gonna screw us over. I'm literally killing these two. Making these two kill each other.
Good job.
Yeah. Number 5 will go and try to attack the boat at the moment. And I say the boat
sorry.
AC will be
What?
equal to the boat. Wood boat, I'd imagine. Wood AC by default would be wood by default, big object, relatively big. I say AC 15, and Killer Whale will make an attack roll against this boat.
Damn it!
Oh,
Oh no.
It has a health point as well. The boat has health, and it will take 27 points of damage. Hit points of
you
this
started
boat.
a whale fight. Awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Roll 5d10 for your boat. Let's say that's the current hit point. 5d10,
Okay.
and let's subtract that with the 27.
Well, that one's dead.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Shit.
The boat cracks and hops, and 3 of you are currently on the water. I say that you can
Jeff.
recover the remnants of the boats to maybe cast a mending or something for a few turns in a row and recover it, but currently it is sinking on the ground.
Too bad I don't have mending.
wait, that whale was blinded in one eye. Would that affect anything at all?
It would have
sure,
minus
roll it.
1 to hit, but
Oh, that's right,
it
okay.
rolled
Yeah,
way
that
too
wouldn't
high
affect
already. It rolled 23 to hit, 22 would still hit. Trope, what do you like to do?
By the way, just like I kind of don't like the sound of Trope, so I changed his name to Tropey.
Alright, Tropey.
Trust me, I have a bit of a lore thing for him later, but for right now, could I use Fog Cloud under the water?
It's magical cloud, so sure. That is a weird ass thing. But yeah,
I go-
I say why not.
Okay.
No, wait, that won't work. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the same thing. I'm going to shoot out some thaumaturgy blood smell over at number 6 to try to distract number 5.
You don't need thaumaturgy blood smell. There's blood smell. He's bleeding.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I'm gonna do it on number 2 then.
I say disadvantage if you were to keep on the same style. As I mentioned, the reason why I wasn't giving disadvantage to Ellen is because he's been switching up the flavor. I say that you can
I've
maybe...
been switching it up too.
No, but if it is just a blood flavor, it'll be relatively boring.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, trying to think of like what else I can do because I've done the screaming woman, I've done the blood.
Splashing.
Creativity.
Yeah. No wait. Can I maybe
Seal or tuna.
Can I? No. Can I make the sound of a narwhal over here?
What's up?
A narwhal.
What is narwhal?
Narwhal. It's
Whoa.
a giant horned whale creature.
I think I know that thing. Yeah. So
I'm
you would like to
honestly
mimic the
kind of
sounds of
surprised
it.
nobody's done dolphins yet because I'm pretty
Dolphin
sure
have been
orcas
done.
are scared of
No,
them.
we did. No, Elric did dolphin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did dolphins earlier.
Yeah, number 1 was looking for dolphin. Roll deception. Number 2 will maybe 2 and 5, I would say.
Well, I want-
Maybe distracted.
2 and 5. Okay. Come on, deception. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
And
God, I really hope this works.
number 2 is definitely distracted. Number 5 has the mind keen on you, and also you're casting spells with your Berber component. It has his mind locked on you. It is going
Shit.
there. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Cry. Free action cry.
You still have your movements left, and you should be able to move around. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna take an attack of opportunity and kill me again.
If you would like to move around the whale, that's fine too. But if you like no movement, then that's fine. If that is your turn, next turn is Ignis.
That's my turn.
The situation is dire. Ooh. The taste of blood that was on the water. That was the player's blood all along. But yes, Ignis, you are currently on the island, farthest and probably the safest position.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna stick with what I did last time and chuck my javelin at number 5 and at least attempt to get its attention.
Alright, make your attack. +12 hits, roll your damage.
+2 for rage, so 7.
Deal 7 points on this orca. Anything else you'd like to do?
I will use my free action to retract my javelin yet again.
Alright, retracting. And if that is your turn, Balin, what do you like to do? The death is near. Maybe the end of all thing.
The end of this campaign as we start another one.
No.
It's a 22 to hit with sneak attack, so hold up.
Right. I forgot about that.
So 9 total.
Alright. 9 points of damage. I thought you were gonna go for the other eye or something, but it has taken 36 damage so far. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action disengage and then swim away.
Alright, move your character by 15 feet, I believe. And next turn gets an extra 5 feet, as your movement speed is a little bit faster than that. You can move a little bit more than that. You have 5 more feet of movement.
Oh, one more?
Your movement speed is 35 feet, right?
Yeah, it's 35. I'm a wood elf.
Yep, they're spear race so fast. Yes.
Yeah, you have one more square.
Yep, one more square, and
Right on.
after that, that'll be Alec.
Yep.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Alright. I am going to cast Vicious Mockery at number 5. Say, ha, you've only got one eye, you fat ass whale.
Oh, no. Oh.
DC 13 for 1 damage.
It takes 1 damage. Yes, he seems to be
And he's got
personally hurt by your
disadvantage on
bro.
his attack.
Yes. Even Headmouse probably replied to you saying that mocking someone with disability is not cool, but it is a whale. It can't even speak. It's a dumb man, yeah. And either have a disadvantage or next attack. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'll yell at the turtle guy, hey, you speak Aquan, don't you? See if you can reason with it.
I mean, it can't speak it, it can understand it, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to convince them.
You never know.
I
0.
could try to intimidate them, but I've got shit
All right.
charisma.
Since it's Vicious Mockery, I assume is incapped, right? Fall to
It
the
has
prone and
a
incapped.
disadvantage on attack. Until
Oh,
its
that's
next
it?
turn. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, then I'm gonna move here, and I'm going to grab spear with my both hand, and just step the gut of number 5.
All right. Make your attack.
Oh no, I miss.
Oh. Oh
Was that-
no! The first
then-
attack. The first attack in one.
Yeah. I
Oh.
should have sacrificed my d20. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to spend my key point
All right, flurry of blows.
and do, I think,
2 unarmed attacks.
I'm going to do Patience of Defense. So I'm taking dodge action as a bonus action.
Oh, that's what you would be doing. All right. Their attacks until your turn will have disadvantage. However, they kind of already have disadvantage, but
Yeah.
yes.
1 and 4 are still around somewhere though. So
Yeah, so we gotta get out of this water as quickly as possible.
Number 5, flavor-wise, it'd be probably the best to go after trophy, but given that you're probably low, who has the highest weight among all 3 of you in the water?
I'm a big fucking turtle.
Oh.
and the other 2 are elves. They're unnaturally light.
Okay, flavor-wise would probably go after trope, but I'll give you guys an option to pick a victim. One, it will maybe jump at Elliot, who have mocked it. It will have a disadvantage on attack as mentioned, then I'm gonna get an additional disadvantage for it to jump off the water and try to attack you. It will have, you'll be on half cover, so you will have +5 on AC, and it could attack you. Or it will attack the trope. Which you guys would prefer?
Attack me.
And I was gonna say, if I'm getting +5 AC and it's got disadvantage,
Go ahead and-
me.
Oh
Go
wait,
for
no,
Ellen.
never mind. Go for
Yeah,
Elred.
and plus it has the -1 for the eyeball missing.
Yes, and the 2 of you who are nearby should be able to make the opportunity attacks. And Ozim moves up, make opportunity attack.
Okay, that's gonna be me, so I'm gonna be hitting with my Warhammer single-handed because I'm holding a shield.
14 hits.
That's 4 bludgeoning.
Alright. 4
Damn.
bludgeoning damage, and opportunity attack from 0.
Okay.
$12 hits, roll your damage. And that's
Nice.
12 points
Yes.
of piercing damage. And it will try to make a jump attack.
Alright, let's see if I survive this.
19 to hit. Disadvantage. And you have +5 on AC. So
I have 19 AC if I have +5.
with tie, it would hit you.
Oh, I'm dead then.
Wait, wouldn't it be -1 as well?
I thought
It's-
You're
Tyler.
right! It's -1! Yes!
It's blind.
With
as
one
hell.
of-
Oh man.
Just
no.
barely!
By technicality.
It jumps off and
Nonsense.
just jumps into the water as a giant whale, and Elliot, you just dodges away just slightly, and it seems like one of the eye that have been damaged seems to be giving off a little bit of weird perception of death and misses.
Man, I'm not used to somebody else saving my ass.
It's kind of like that scene in Pinocchio when the whale jumps onto the raft and it just barely misses. That happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
And number 4 will resurface, although it will not have an action to attack anyone at the moment. Why can't I click? What? There we go. And that would be that. And number 6, enraged, will attack. Number 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that little drama going on
Number
right
6 misses attacking against number 7, and number 2 will attack and hits against number 6. Deals 24 damage on number 6. And number 7 will also hit number 6. Dealing 26 points of damage. Number 6 is barely alive at the moment. That is their turn. Trophy.
Okay. Just gonna measure out something real quick. Okay.
Dash to next island. Dash to next island.
Yeah, I guess that's the best idea right now. I can totally make that.
Although you would be waiting outside of the island, but Ignis should be able to use the action to pull you up. If he wants to.
Okay.
He could be like, these turtle man, this island is mine, and kick you up, but...
I can kick you off.
Well, since I know that's gonna happen, I'm just gonna take my regular move bed, move down here,
Alright.
and use my last level 2 spell slot to cast Prayer of Healing on myself, Elred, and Ignis.
Isn't it 10-minute casting time?
Dude, will you just let me do it?
Oh,
Please?
but okay. Previously, I've let you do it, but second time in the thing, no, not for the moment. At the moment,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
There are limits on how much I can look aside.
Alright, so in, what, 5 rounds, we'll get healed for 2d8 plus 5?
If you would,
Wow, this spell is really
it is
useful.
10
Useless.
minutes, so technically it is the 50 rounds. So it is not for combat spell. It's mostly outside
Yeah,
of combat.
okay. Yeah, I'm getting that right now. Alright, then instead I'm just gonna use, Cure Wounds on myself, just like pat my chest.
All right.
So that is, 1d8. I'm guessing, like level 1.
All
I
right.
get healed for 4. Yay.
If that
Alright.
is your turn, next turn is Ignis.
So, yeah, I'll just go ahead and throw my javelin on number 5 again.
All right, make your attack. And by the way, Elliot is still up, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, I'm on my rock. I'm mostly safe.
Roll your damage. Deals 8 damage.
Plus 2 for rage.
Yes,
Yeah, 10.
10 damage. All right. Anything else?
And use my action to retract my javelin.
All right. Balin, what do you like to do? That face is like.
I'm going to. Shit.
You guys can do it. I believe in you guys.
Do you?
Yes. You guys can make it alive.
I'm gonna attack number 4 since it's.
And previously,
Here.
as you guys know, if you guys go up the rock, you guys can take a short rest as well. Although, depends on how you roll the constitution, may gain exhaustion. Yes, roll your damage with a sneak attack against number 4. Alright, 4 points of damage. And 11 points of damage.
And I'm gonna disengage and swim away.
Alright. Disengages bonus section. Rogues are so good. Alright. You can move more. One square more. Yeah. Oh, actually, the previous turn, you moved a little bit less as your movement speed is 45 feet. So you actually have another square from here. Because 35 hop is 17.2, 17.5, but yeah, the 2.5 doesn't really do much. So, yes.
Cool. So I'm right there.
Yes, and with that, Elliot, as this orca seems to be fixated on you jumping out of the water, what do you like to do?
All right. This might be Elrit's last action. I am going to jump on the back of the orca.
Oh my god! Like Ignis did last time!
And I'm going to pull out my rapier and attempt to jab into it just so that I have something to hold on to.
Clever, clever.
Aim for the blowhole.
Yeah,
Full of
you
Alan.
got something that could cork that up.
I say that
roll for
intention is to hold on more tightly, and I'll say that you can make acrobatics check to get on the
Okay.
orca's back, and it will try to resist. It will roll its strength to try to push you out as a competition. But if you do make it, then you will be on top of the orca,
Nice.
and it will not be able to
Nice.
attack.
Oh wow, the acrobatics.
And you managed to
Yes.
get on
Yes.
top of the orca, on the back, and you would have the flavor was you would have the javelin sticking in there and holding on. Although I say then probably no damage at the moment. But
This thing is now my personal vehicle.
Yes. I will say orca cannot attack you as is on top of you currently. And is there anything else you'd like to do?
Just gonna shout, "Hey guys, check this out!" Just wait for everybody.
And as I mentioned,
Now literally from the water just gives him the finger.
And as I mentioned to Ignis previously, I would say that you can use your action to steer it into a specific direction.
Okay.
But although you would have to make an animal handling check in order to do it, and
Gotcha.
it will try to get you off your back every turn unless it has something else to do as an action.
Okay.
All right.
Try to steer it towards the beach.
Oh,
Beach squirrel.
I was going to steer it into number 4 first, but you guys are in the way.
that is
Give us a
Ellen.
minute.
I'm not.
0.
I won't
All right,
be.
I'm gonna risk it kind of thing. All right, I'm gonna take an opportunity and dash 45 feet.
Ooh, interesting. Not to the island?
Well, I feel like
can't climb
everybody's
up it,
going to
though.
get on here.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can
So-
get there. Yeah.
I feel like, yeah. So I will get there first, right? This is 45 feet.
That would be 65 feet. Yeah, that is that. Yep, to there.
Yeah, and
All right.
then
He
I'm
will
gonna
make
take
an
my-
opportunity attack though against you, unless you do
Yeah.
something else.
And hopefully he misses. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right, this is gambling. Not a safe move, but
So these things have +6 to hit. That's all.
hope this misses. It misses.
There you go. He misses.
There we
Nice.
go.
And I'm gonna take my key points
Yes.
and I'm gonna do step of the wind and dash.
Oh, I thought you already dashed. You're double dashing.
No, that
No.
was like a dash as an action.
All
And
right.
dash
And
is
then
a bonus
bonus
action.
action.
It's very,
You won't be
What?
able to get on top of the rock, but I
Oh,
say you
is
can
it?
beside the rock. As I mentioned, you
I
still need
have movement of 45.
Yeah, 45 will get you right there, but you don't have
I see.
half of the movement speed to get up there. So place yourself right
Okay.
beside the rock and should be good. You can place yourself like here
Alright.
if you want to.
Okay, I'll hide.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Next
Oh
turn you
my
should be able
gosh,
to climb.
that was scary.
And Orcas! The family business up there. Number 2 and 7 will chomping on the Orcas up there too. Number 2 attack number 6. And probably this finishes him off. Deals 19 damage and number 6 is dead. Number 7 will...
They're gonna go.
Chomp.
Hey, those other ones will probably go for the big guy, right?
Yeah. Number 6 will be currently being feasted on by number 7. And number 4
Like-
smells
Like
that
have them
too.
all. Yeah.
And is only consistent. 22 damage against number 6. And number 1 will come back into the scene.
Believe it was around here.
Yeah, somewhere in that direction.
Will spend his turn to dash, and we'll get to number 6.
Get all the food. Get to the food.
And number 5 will use his action to try to get you off your back. His back. And
Alright.
let's do the competition. Against Orca 16.
Fuck.
And you are
Splash.
shoved into the water. However, that is his action to do so.
Okay.
And Orca will... Yeah, it's end this turn. Yeah, whatever. Trophy.
Just gotta dash onto the rock.
Yep, you should have enough
I-
movement speed to do so. Yep, and you're on the rock, and now this island is full. It'll be pretty hard for the other people to get on. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Just gotta. I'm just gonna like yell out to Valen and Elred. Oh!
All right, Ignis. You see the Turtle Boy has been on your island with you. What do you like to do?
I will look at the turtle man, nod, and attempt to throw my javelin near Elret so as to pull him onto our island.
Okay, I say that you should be able to do so without any rolls. I say that's easy enough for you, because your barbarian is the main job. Right, the javelins. However, this will
Okay.
probably wear your rage out.
Yeah,
Yeah?
because
That's
he's
fine.
not actually making an attack.
All right, I say
But-
that you can use your reaction to help him move to closer to the island. I'll say that they will temporarily cancel out the speed disadvantage that Elliot is gaining from being in the water. He will be able to move as a regular action as long as he uses a free action to grab onto the rope.
Yep.
All right, that is your turn, Balin. The grim face of Balin every turn. It's like, I'm fucked. Looking at the water. Alright, that'll be your dash.
Can you use bonus to dash?
Oh, yeah.
I can use bonus to dash.
can double
so I'm gonna
dash.
keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mario
doing.
Kart, man.
Yeah,
We're Mario
it-
Kart double dashing here.
Yep. 20 more
And
feet
I
of
had to-
movement.
I'm so jealous. I gotta burn the key point to that double dash, just like.
I'm a fourth level rogue. I've seen some shit, so that's what I have to say.
Elliot.
I so want to jump back up on the whale.
Oh my god.
Dude, at this point, just like come towards us. It'll follow.
All right,
We probably
yeah.
got one more. We probably got one more turn of those whales chomping on number 6 before they come back to us.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to disengage and swim down this way.
Alright.
25 feet will get me right there.
Yep. And Zero on the safest position
Alright.
currently known to man alive. What do you like to do?
Oh man, I'll
swimming.
dash.
Just keep swimming.
I'll dash to there, right by
Alright.
the rock, and I'll burn the key point and I'll just step on the wind to climb.
Woo!
And I'm like, oh my god.
You made it! You made it
He
alive!
lives.
Oh. But yes, let's see the fate of how this orca is being devoured. Number 1 chomps. And number 2 will chomp. And number 4 will chomp. And with that, number 6 body had been all eaten up.
Fuck.
And number
That's bad
5
damage.
will see. Holy shit! Is 66666. Wow, that's amazing.
Damn.
Number 5 will
Oh
come
my
here
goodness.
with a blinding vengeance. It will make an attack roll against you. This one has
Hey.
-1.
Hold on. I'm going to use my reaction
my
to
God.
activate.
It missed! It missed!
Oh, it missed. Oh my god, it missed.
Holy
my
shit.
I was
Oh my
going to say
god.
I was going to use my reaction doing it to activate my protection thing.
But it missed. So it's all good. However,
But
number
I
7.
Opposed disadvantage, but it missed.
Number 7 has nothing to fear, and is still on the range it can get there. However, in order to do so, it needs to get through the poisoned and firing the burning surface thingy. And what was the save on the poison again? Let me see.
I think it was DC 15.
Not the one that Ella used. I believe it is a lower one.
Oh, shit, I don't remember.
Let's see. Essence of Ether. That is given out last time. And it was a draw poison, right? Oh, it was
Yeah,
oil.
draw
It was
poison.
oil. No,
Oh, that's right.
it was a Tajid oil.
Ether was my poison.
Yeah. Let me pull out the poison quick and
It was like
check
12
out
or
the
13,
oil.
wasn't it?
I believe so. It was relatively low. Okay, DC 13 saving throw, or it will be unconscious on contact, and it will be set on fire. However, regardless of what happens, so it will make the Constitution saving throw. 17. It makes it. It's not going to unconscious. However, it will be on fire. Will take 1d6 points of fire damage. Take 6 poison damage, and it will make a bite attack against Elliot.
I'm using my reaction to impose disadvantage on him, but it doesn't
He
matter
missed.
because it
He
still
missed.
misses.
He missed.
Oh, it's a survivor today.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Jose Mrs. Trophy, what do you like to do? What's your yes?
I just look at the burning man and say, "Pull him in, reel him in. I'm gonna make a dash for the next island and try to get the elf with me. Now I'm going to jump back into the water, and dash over to this island and just turn around, look at Valen, and point to my back so that he could climb up with me on our next turn.
What's your
Although I
movement
guess he
speed?
could just climb back up. What?
What's your movement speed?
It's
Movement
35
in the water.
dashing, so it's 60.
You would have enough movement speed to climb up to the island if you want to.
I
Unless you
can?
want to be. Because it's a 40 feet to
No,
get there,
the-
and you would have a 15 feet of movement speed, half of your movement speed to get up.
At this point, you should stick with Elrit and them. I can move 55 with a dash and a rogue dash, so I can make it next turn. I'm good to go. You're fine.
Oh, okay. Now I'm just going to stay up there, and I guess since I'm not doing anything, I'll use another level 1 spell slot to use Healing Ward.
All right.
Ellery gets healed for 4 points of damage.
Much appreciated.
All right.
No problem.
That is your turn. Ignis, what do you like to do? Although Island is kind of full at the moment. So
Stand on
Actually-
my shoulders. He's a small creature.
that is true. I keep forgetting that he's halfling. This island is bigger than the other one too, so it should have no problem with halfling fitting in. Ignis.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Man, this session is brutal.
Oh my god, dude. Beyond Daedalus.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my God.
honestly
This is my
surprised
first
we're alive.
session. It's like, welcome to D&D, and then here's the death. Good job making your character, and goodbye.
Good job making your character. Oh my god.
So,
But yeah,
is there any benefit to like wielding the javelin as a spear instead of throwing it, or is the damage the same?
I believe damage is the same, yeah.
Okay, so I'll just kind of chuck it point blank, aiming for number 7's eye, if I can.
Alright. -5 to hit, but if you do hit, then
Wait.
you'll have -1 on attack.
Wait. I think if you use javelin as a melee weapon, you get to use your strength rather than your dexterity.
I think both is strengths, to throw and to hit, I believe.
A thrown weapon is strength. I don't know why everyone keeps
Yeah.
saying dexterity.
Yeah, unless it's
That's not why I've
specifically a
always done
finesse weapon.
And yeah, roll attack with -5.
Yeah, unless you're throwing a dagger, it's strength.
2 doesn't hit number 7, and it misses.
Fair enough.
Alright. It is...
Can I use my other action to pull Elrit onto the island?
As a bonus
And put him
section,
on
I'll
Turtle Man's
say...
back?
As a bonus section, I'll say no at the moment. I say it should be someone's action.
Okay.
Alright.
And that'll be it.
Valen.
Valen is gonna bravely run the fuck away, and I can climb over this island. But by crossing over this island, I have enough movement to get onto the shore. What I'm gonna do?
What's your movement speed? You triple dashing, right? So you should be able to get up.
Right,
Yeah.
triple dashing.
Yeah.
I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, you can get there with double dash. Wait. Actually, 30 feet to 60 feet to 90
Yeah.
feet, 45. No, actually, you can get 45 feet, actually. Because your total movement
I
speed
thought it
would
was
be
50.
90. Oh, 50, 35 to 70 to 110 to
Right,
50
yeah.
something. So you should be able to get there with 50 something feet of movement. 50.2. 52.5.
Okay. Okay.
Triple dash.
I love Elrit, but I can't fucking save him. So like,
All right. Ellet, our little halfling, what do you like to do?
disengage and climb the rock.
No.
Disengage, climb the rock, and then climb on the turtle who can still swim, who can dash over to the next island.
I don't want to climb
Yeah,
up on the
fuck
whale
the
again.
barbarian, right?
I'll say that attacking when you're on the island, that's a special thing, that's a one-time thing. I promise you that I won't do it unless there is a specific reason why I'm doing it. For example, not attacking the guy in the water. That was a special thing. My promise of being on the rock, it give you mostly safety, it still stands.
Alright, as much as I would love to jump on number 5 again, I'm going to disengage and climb up here.
Alright. Now that island is slightly crowded, but you guys are very good and fine. And is there anything else?
I'm tiny. We'll flip off the whales. That's about it.
Flipping
Oh no! Don't encourage it.
flipping
They're
in the
gonna surround the
whale,
place.
flipping in the sky, and 0. On the island, you're technically have nothing to do, I imagine. Flavor-wise, what do you be doing?
Toss me a rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my rope, my hempen rope, about my 50-foot rope, trying to rescue this guy. Come here, buddy.
Alright. I'll say Balin will be able to get up there without spending movement speed then. Alright.
Alright. Well, we made it. The two most mobile person in the whole entire team.
There is nothing
It's a monk
to...
and a rogue. There is nobody faster than us.
The two wood elves, the most highest speed ever.
There's nothing to eat for them, and all of them hides into the water. They're currently unseen, and
I thought we took a short
Ah,
rest
shoot.
while they're all gone.
God damn it. I just want to remove that green dot, but it's hard, so I guess I should just override it. Eh. Oh my god. Go away. Wait, the rockets disappear. Whatever, rockets submerging into the water now. Whatever. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Alright, rock became smaller for some reason, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. Currently, I say that if you guys want to be out of the initiative and take a short rest and whatnot, this is okay to do it. Although, people on top of the islands and people on the surface, unless you guys have a proper shelter, you may gain exhaustion. There is a storm wind, and it is quite heavily raining, draining away the temperature from all of you guys.
I'm just going to look to the halfling and say, "Climb on my back, dude. I'll get us to that next island, and then we can make it to the shore." I look to the fire dude and say, "You're kind of too big. Sorry, dude."
I don't know, man.
Understandable.
Are you guys gonna go up right away, or gonna take some turns?
Yeah,
I'm still trying to save Fire Guy. I have a plan.
I'm going to.
I'm voting for a short rest.
Yeah, I think going for a short rest is good. Do I restore any spell slots at short rest?
Depends on the class. Cleric, I believe not. Only class that can do it is Wizard and Warlock, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm just
unfortunately, we're boned for
But
spell
yes,
slots.
if you're taking a short rest, do roll the hit dice. For those who doesn't aware of the hit dice, there is a little thing. It is a resource that you spend many sessions, many campaigns doesn't even use short rest as a mechanic. So
How many are we allowed to use at once as far as hit dice goes? Or
hit
can we
dice
choose
is
all of
equal
them?
to your level, so 4, and you should be
Okay.
able to use any number of it if you want to. Roll 1 if you don't have enough. Just roll another one. It's fine. I don't do. all
Okay,
my
I'm
dice at
back.
the same time.
I'm back up to full.
Yep, and if you were to take a short rest, can you guys describe the method that you were trying to keep yourself warm or trying to keep yourself comfortable as much as possible? And does anyone have a resistance to cold damage?
Unfortunately, no, but I'm going to be sitting next to the fire guy as much as I can. Since he's
I-
probably warm.
I do not, but I do have a shell that I can pop myself into, which is how I'm resting.
It is actually perfect in flavor.
Let me check something in my pack real quick.
I say that you two would have advantage. Ignis, how would you be keeping yourself warm?
I'll probably do the same thing that I did last time, which was like
Great flame.
do my produce flame cantrip in my hand and just try to huddle myself and keep warm.
Okay. There is a halfling that seems to be hugging you or trying to hug you and try to get close to you in the meantime too. But you guys bundled up together as one total guys in the thing. Managed to keep yourself relatively warm. Roll Constitution saving throw this with advantage, not disadvantage. Advantage for 3 of you and 2 of you guys on the land. What do you guys like to do?
Fuck. Wow.
I haven't taken any damage.
Yeah. But it is an hour passing, so what do you guys like to be doing in an hour?
Yeah, I took short rest, and so I did 2 hit dice.
Yeah, but it is very
And-
cold in here, just to camp outside
Yeah.
of the water. In the beach,
So,
is strong
I'll-
winds.
I'll try to go towards. Is there any like rocks that kind of crack between, so it's like the wind would not hit me on the face?
Roll survival.
I'm gonna aid him.
Then with advantage. 18! Perfect, yes. You do manage to find a small gap between the rock where the water doesn't seem to be coming in, although the waves are pretty vicious, but you manage to find just a good spot where it's both protected from the waves and as well as from the wind. And there are some raindrops above, but it is manageable late. And with that, you should be able to have a proper cover if you do have that much of, although you won't have a roof and no heat source and whatnot, so I say that both of you can roll advantage for the Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since we're taking a short rest, I have the Song of Rest ability. You can roll an additional D6 healing if you need to.
I say that only applies to the people on the tiny island for the moment.
Okay.
18.
Thank God for advantage.
I got 10. Oh no.
Oh no!
I got 8.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find.
Wait, Elrit, did you say we get an additional D6 healing?
Yeah.
Dope.
DC is 10. Who rolled below 10?
Me.
Oh, exactly
I rolled
10.
an 8 and a 5.
You gain 1 exhaustion, but that is about it.
Okay.
In real life, let me go to the washroom break. I've been drinking a lot of water, although this is probably the okay time to end. Or is usually the session we play for 3 hours, unless the everyone is okay with continuing. It is a little bit short. That's all the caffeine you're fighting the orcas. Next session, I imagine.
I'm okay with continuing if we can get
Yeah,
everybody to shore at least.
I'm okay with keeping going until we're all on shore. But if everybody else has something to do in the morning, I understand.
Oh,
I can do like another 10 minutes, but I don't want to go beyond that.
Okay. Actually, can you? Why don't we do it pretty quick wise? Let's not do initiative. Let's not do killing in a way. Describe me how you guys are going to be getting there along. And
I'm gonna fire them a line.
Line?
Yeah, I'm gonna tie a rope to an arrow and fire them a line.
Okay. If you do that, then actually you cannot see them at the moment. You have no idea where they are for next hour. And as I mentioned, the view is capped up with 60 feet. Although if they get in the range of that,
I saw the island though as I was swimming. Could I just make a blind 120-foot shot?
Wait.
That's the range increment on a longbow.
Oh,
I
I do have a.
have kind of a silly idea, and I hope Noni will let me do it.
I love silly ideas. Yes.
Could I go onto the water, like horizontal, of course, have Elrid and Ignis hop on my back, then I'm gonna turn around and cast Gust of Wind at the island we're on to blast us backwards.
Interesting. Okay. Can you handle that much weight? Including your equipment?
I have a 17 in strength, so I might be able to do it.
What spell slot is that?
That is the second level, which I still only have one because I didn't use Prayer of Healing last time.
I would say you can. I would say that you will be able to get there. However, you will still have 1 turn of vulnerability. Because you still need a turn to climb up properly and whatnot. And if you do so, let's see how lucky you guys are. All 3 of you roll 1d20. And if the averages is below that, then they may have a few attacks against you guys, but should be able to make it. All right, they were apparently somewhere else and wasn't really paying attention to these surroundings or these people just trying to zip by in very short period of time before they get to you. And all of you guys, all setting foot on this land. We will wrap up this session from here on and decide where are you gonna go and what to do in this blinded state of the 60 feet in the middle of the beach in the next session. I hope all of you guys enjoyed the sessions and thank you for playing.
Oh,
with
wait.
us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Just one last thing. We're all just gonna like climb onto the beach, just like super tired and everything. I'm just gonna look over at everybody and say, "By the way, I'm Tropy. Nice to meet you."
Well, thank you. It is nice to meet you too. Thank you for the vote.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry about your vote.
Yeah.
I could get another one.
I wouldn't. No good ever comes of votes.
He does have a full name. Ball say next session, mostly because I need to write it out. Just gotta do that right now, actually.
But yeah, that happened, and
Well,
I hope all of you guys enjoyed the session. And if you have any things that you liked or didn't like about the session, talk to me right now or later. And I'll try to make the changes. You can tell me that these orcas are so frustrating to fight, something like that, and we can talk about how we can actually patch that up for the future runs of the games. And yeah, or you can say that lightning strike was very random. Why did you do that? And something like that. You could ask me. I thought it would be interesting.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff.
yeah,
that
that's the
was
fun.
fun, yeah.
No one ever tells epic D&D stories.
No,
About
and then you guys,
it.
I think you guys
Yeah.
are good. That's why I was doing that. And then suddenly the people started dying. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
like,
did we dragged Karak along with us, right? So
Karag is
Yeah, let's
flavor wise there the whole time. He was useless.
Let's just assume that he also that he somehow managed to slip past all the orcas
Yep.
and make it onto the shore.
He's
slept
the
on
first
that.
one. He was like, "You're never
Yeah.
gonna catch me," and then he swam all the way across.
Speaking of sleeping the whole time, the entire short rest, Valen's just totally getting smashed. He's like downing booze in wineskins. Like,
Battlefield
The
flavor
rain.
wise, very good, and mechanic wise, for this type of cold weather, if you actually have consumed the alcohol from the inventory, I'm willing to give it. So you make it by default as the alcohol is heat shield by default as an item.
right? Yeah, I'm gonna pass that scan to people because it's liquor. Valen gets drunk.
So
Right.
can I just go ahead and say, are we all taking a long rest?
Yeah.
At the moment, you guys are at the
As soon as we
beach.
find any logical place to camp, we'll take a long.
You
rest.
should need a logical place and a logical things. For example, tent. Also, there's one thing that I wanted to talk about because items is another thing that you guys are carrying. Does anyone have a tent or anything? I'll
do.
say that you guys all have the items. It'd be pretty cruel if I said that the items are lost with the ship. I'm not going to do that. Unless I mentioned it previously.
Put the
So
gold
you-
together, maybe get a tent.
Yeah, if you guys have a tent, then you should be able to set it up. Although tent may break in the storm wind, and you should think of a way to maybe protect or lessen the damage and whatnot. And there are still waves. This is a beach area. It's not very safe in the storm like these. But we will talk about that at the beginning of next sessions when I'm asking. Maybe think of creative ideas. And if you have any ideas that you want to test them out, you can talk to me before the game, and we can talk about interesting ideas you can do with your tenting and items that you have. And yeah, that is the session.
Hey.
Woo! I hope everyone enjoyed the sessions. And yes, it was like, oh,
Thank you very much
okay.
for DMing for us.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you for playing, and I hope you guys.
I was honestly super surprised with how creative some of my ideas came out. Like I did not think I would. Like I have not been playing D&D long, so I have not come up with any creative ideas. But I'm just like, wait, can I
Hey,
use
wait.
thaumaturgy for that? And then like, wait, gust of wind just to blast us onto the shore.
Yeah.
The second level spell slot shoot us something, right? So,
Yeah.
but yes,
Technically, I could have disengaged and moved when that whale ended in 5 feet of me, but
Yeah,
I
you could.
spared you that scout bullshit. So
But yes, I hope to see you guys all next week at the same time, and probably someone needs to go to sleep. So goodbye, Alec.
Yep. See
John,
ya.
goodbye, and I'll be waiting here until everyone gets off. This is a torture. All right.